Frank's raising the roof.
It's on fire. We don't need no water. What it
Hey,
is?
what's up? What's up, everybody? I want to do something special for this episode,
Oh no!
but I didn't know what to do, so
So I
this is gonna
didn't.
yeah, so I didn't because this episode is episode 100.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was hoping to have a new mix done with the intro or something, but I
Yeah, you
just didn't get to it in time.
just got to keep it 100, huh?
Yeah, just keep it 100. I was thinking about trying to see if we could do some kind of extra game or a special type of
Nah,
Battlestation, but
nah,
like,
nah. I ain't doing no extra shit. Nah,
nah.
nah. That's just some made up number. No one gives a shit.
We could have had Barnacles or Jay's 2 cents on here, and Frank still wouldn't have done
Nah,
anything special, huh?
nah. They would. Nah,
Could have had Logan on here.
nah. He wouldn't even come on. He wouldn't care if there was an extra zero after that 100. He wouldn't give a shit. He'd go, yeah, whatever. Fuck those guys.
You think they're really like that? Like, if people want to talk to him, you think they're like celebrities?
I mean, now, like, dude makes bank now. He's got people on his payroll. He ain't friends with those other dudes. They're getting paid.
Well, he's still human. I mean, you interact with humans.
Nah. He's a nerd.
Nobody's special.
He's special.
When the world ends, he's nobody special.
Nope. So how are you, sir?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
Yeah, it was getting dark outside. You know the nerds are crawling out. Time to do the show.
Yeah, my my wife and I were helping one of our coworkers with her animals today, so I got to pet horses and feed them and stuff, and
Aw,
yeah, so I was all itchy.
itchy. Do you have allergies and stuff with?
Well, I mean, nowhere near as bad as my wife. She's got asthma and allergies. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just I have body hair, and hay and shit gets dirt and shit in your body hair. So you have to take a shower, otherwise you just get shit rolling around on you.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to cuddle up to my dirty ass. But anyway,
With or without it.
what? Hell are you
With
talking
or
about?
without the dirt.
Anyway,
With or without the dirt, I don't think anybody would want to cuddle up with you, Frank. That's what I'm saying.
I got it. You ain't making me laugh, but I get it. What?
Well, why would you laugh at yourself?
Because it's called humility, sir. It's a trait of
You
being
don't have that. You don't have that.
Shit, if I can't laugh at myself, what can I laugh at? No, I understand humility, sir. But anyway, what are you drinking on today, sir?
I don't give a fuck.
Gotta
Soda
organize
Talk with Frank and Ian.
and move some shit around just so I could get to it.
Gotta
Okay,
move
so
some shit around.
we'll do this first because it's the most important. I got water,
High quality H2O.
H2O. Got some Mellow Yellow in a bottle here. That's just for backup though, and well then I got this stuff. Frank said he didn't like it. I didn't know that you had tried it already, but it's the Fanta apple, green apple.
Fanta, some other flavors are alright, and some are just like taste like the color. Like their orange just tastes like orange. Doesn't taste like an orange. It tastes like orange.
Well, let's go through the colors. They have I think the red one. They don't have a cherry.
That was strawberry.
Yet. They have a strawberry. That's red.
Eh.
What do you think of
It
that?
tastes like strawberry shortcake, the syrup you get.
Yeah. Uh, then they have two different oranges. They have the orange, which is just like orange soda, like you said,
Yeah.
and then they have the peach, which I think is okay, I guess.
And peach is okay, yeah. It's like either real or plastic. Real or plastic.
Then they have the yellow. The only yellow is pineapple, and obviously the green is apple. You said you like the pineapple.
They have a grape isn't too bad. I don't think, and they have a blue one too, but it's
Yeah, the berry one. What do you
very.
think about that?
I mean, I drink Baja Blast, so it's kind of similar, but I bought a 2 liter of it and I didn't drink it before it went bad.
Mm. But I think
But
that's pretty much the whole Nazi rainbow there of colors.
Nazi Rainbow.
Yeah, because it's made by Nazis. So
Yes, yes, yes. And then
did they do any references of that? I wonder in Wolfenstein. That'd be
I don't know.
interesting.
There are so many hidden things in there. I don't know. Plus, the series has been going on since the 80s.
Oh, really?
It was originally a DOS game.
Mm. And no wonder why it has such a following then.
Yeah. What?
But
I've been drinking on. I went to Taco Bell and we have two, and because we were over on that side of town, we went to the shitty one. And I was reminded how shitty it is because we pulled up. I was like, oh, that must be an old sign because they got the nacho fries. And my wife's like, no, they're back. I go, fucking what? So we asked, they're like, yeah, they're back. So we asked for some nacho fries and cheese. And by the time we got to the end of the drive-thru, they gave us these big plastic things with fries and like chili shit on top of it and sour cream and tomato. I'm like, oh fuck, this is like their, nacho fries deluxe supreme shit. I did not ask for that because I can't eat it. The beef and stuff is bad for me. It flares me up. So I had to go in and say sorry and I hate to be a dick, but I have to ask for money back because supreme is more expensive but I ordered a spiked lemonade and they gave me, it was like like a regular lemonade with a like pink tint to it. My wife said she thought it was like strawberry lemonade, but I didn't taste any of that. I don't know what the hell if they didn't clean their thing and like something else is making it pink. I don't know, but I was like, fuck it, I'll drink it. And then I got 2 of these balls cherry.
Balls. Going balls deep with those.
Yes, I love the cherry ones. I bought 3 or 4 of them, and I got a Sprite there to take me home after I drank 2 balls and a Mountain Dew and have heart palpitations.
Yeah, I remember that's what Nate had when he was over here one time. He drank like I think it was a Mountain Dew Voltage. He drank it like real quick and started having heart palpitations, and he claims that he like blacked out or something and died.
Did you die? I mean, balls I can understand. It's supposed to have a lot of caffeine in it, but it tastes so good.
Yeah, you got to go balls deep with balls. You got to.
All right.
And that's it. Do you try to have any water or anything? Because sometimes I'm like, I gotta have something, to clean
Cleanse the palate.
Yeah, cleanse the palate. I don't know if that really does that, but
no. Like, I mean, I drink a couple of sips of water before I go to bed, but because I drink water at work, I have a coffee in the morning, well, ice blended whatever shit, and then water all day, and then energy drinks on like Friday and Saturday night. So shut up. Dickies.
things like I don't care how soft my teeth start getting.
Soft. Well, no, you don't let it sit in your mouth. You drink it down. And I bought another light strip just for the power supply because I didn't know what was wrong with it. It was just the power adapter.
Right, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, I plugged it in just to make sure because I really didn't want to take all these lights off of my desk and put new ones on, seeing as how I've got all this heavy shit on here. So now I got extra. I was gonna wrap them around the back of the TV and all this other stuff, but then I was like, yeah, I'll wait till I get a new monitor mount and fuck with that. So, because I plugged them in to the end with they got the little 4-pin thing to go from one to the other.
Right.
And I stuck them together and they lit up. So,
That's cool.
yeah, I just didn't feel like fucking with it.
That's Frank. I didn't feel like fucking with it.
Yeah, I was gonna do some. I said, fuck that shit.
Yeah, Frank doesn't feel like fucking with it, or he goes balls deep in it, like his balls energy drink.
Are you done, Ian? Are you spent? Are your balls empty?
No.
Well, that's too bad. That's what you get. Okay, are you ready to jump into some battle stations, sir?
Well, we didn't talk about what we did, really. That much.
Oh, what'd you
What we've been
do?
up to. Well, I've been setting up. I got a new TV.
Oh, what size?
Well, it's a newer TV for me. My parents decided to get a 4K TV that's larger. They got a 4K 70-inch.
Yeah.
And they gave me their Sharp TV that was a 60-inch. Yeah, it's one good thing about it I found out is it's like 120 hertz, so that's pretty good.
Is it a 1080 display or 4K?
Yeah, it's just a 1080, but I've always was interested by their TV because they call it a Quadtron, which has 4 color channels: the red, green, blue, and yellow, which I guess adds to the yellow gamut or something. I wonder if I was always thinking they should do that for the other 2 colors and the cyan and magenta too. You know, like because those are like the 2 opposite. The 3 opposite colors are cyan, yellow, and magenta, which I guess is in printer ink.
Nah, no one gives a shit about that.
I'm explaining color theory a little bit.
Nah, no one gives a shit about that.
You're a very nobody gives a shit about anything mood, aren't you, today?
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Okay, well, remember that for your articles then.
Who gives a shit? Next.
Yeah. But,
no, I have good articles. You'll care.
Okay. But yeah, here's... let me screen share on mine. Here. Yeah, here's the TV. We decided to get it wall-mounted in my apartment here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah, it only has 2 cables coming from the sides. I would like to be able to just have the, like the cords going through the wall, but I don't know. I think for just a little apartment, I think it would have been a bit much to do all that stuff,
Right.
I don't know. Have you had any experience trying to put cords into the wall or whatever, or would you just get like a raceway or something?
Yeah, no.
What would you do, man?
Just a channel.
Just a channel?
Yeah, you could get like a little plastic cable channel, and if you're paying it to match, then only use it sparingly, like, in the corner or something.
Do you think people that do that go too overboard with that stuff?
No, it can just be done wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a guy I almost submitted to Battlestations, and then I saw it, and I said, oh... No.
Well, what happened? What did they do?
Well, like, he tried to make it so you wouldn't notice the cable, but it kind of brought more attention to it than anything.
Well, I want to know, how would you do it? Would you have to, like, hopefully, like, go straight down or something, and hopefully you can catch it with your fingers or something?
Hold on, dog. Now I gotta look. I gotta look at shit I commented on. So, how's it going?
Okay. Yeah, I had to I had to make little strap things to attach to the back of the TV too, where I like cut these squares out of plastic and like hot glued some like twisty ties onto it, and then double sided taped that to the back of the TV so I could hold the cables up and make it look decent, you know. It took a while.
Right. All right. Hold on. Let me screen share here just a second. So this is the guy I was just talking about. See if you can see where the cable channel is. Let me zoom enhance here for you.
Yeah.
If, like, I understand he didn't want the, cable to be in the way of the acoustic foam, but the cable would have been skinnier and black, and you really, like, if he had just used like maybe a quarter inch of, or a couple inches of channel to where between the TV and the foam,
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't even fucking notice. Like if he had painted it the same color,
Right.
and just had to go straight down.
I thought you said, because we were talking about putting it in the wall, I thought you were saying that he tried to put it into the wall.
Oh no. This guy tried to use cable channel. Like they make right angle pieces, so even really, if he wanted, he could make it so you don't see the wire just sticking out. But he's got a big ass, channel for one skinny ass wire.
Yeah. Stupid.
It's kind of like
Or you could have just gotten a white wire. I'm sure you probably could have found that.
I mean, if it depends on if it was the power cable or not.
You get some of that plasty dip. Just.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to, he didn't even have to run the cable over the, foam. He could have had it run just to the top of it, and then run along the sides, and you wouldn't even notice.
Right.
But he tried to be slick and end up drawing more attention to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's unfortunate.
But have you ever tried to run cable through or any kind of wires through your walls?
No.
No.
Are you kidding? My wife wouldn't let me hang a picture up on the wall here.
So no house modifications for you, huh?
Well, I mean,
You're like, hey, honey, I'm building a new room.
Yeah, right. No. Also, like, he's got that big ass monitor, but then he's got the Yeti right in front of it. He couldn't think of somewhere else to stick it, like, I don't know, that side table. Because you don't got to breathe into it. But, anyway. So would you like to get into the station, sir?
Well, unless if you want to talk about anything else that you were doing in a week, you didn't have any, you didn't do anything, playing any games or anything.
Nah, that's on the weekend.
Last weekend,
play video games.
Well, what'd you play? I mean, actually talk, dude.
I played a Fallout 4 again. Put more hours. I'm like 205 hours into it.
Oh, that's cool.
Told you I made a new character. I gotta like grind and get my level back up. I went from like level 55 to level 10, I think.
Yeah. Still not gonna play Wolfenstein, huh?
I mean, I've got 4 hours into that. I gotta be in the mood because one, it makes me angry when I play it because when you die, they show a couple seconds where the Nazis talk shit. Yeah, you motherfucker, or you asshole, and then you're dead.
Yeah.
Like the Nazis talk shit, and then it's in the subtitle in English. I'm like, you mother. So I get mad that I can't, because like I was playing on the hard, and then when I even dialed it back to easier, it's still fucking hard. I was like, Jesus. And I'm like I said, I like open world. I like to roll around and explore and go, ooh, am I supposed to even be here? Is this like a thing? Oh, this is something they built into it. Versus go here, kill this guy, and do that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go over here. No, you can't go that way. But I want to go over here. There's nothing there. You literally can't continue until you go over here. Fuck.
Fuck.
And I don't want to keep going to a map okay, I'm going and I don't know where I'm at. Okay, map says I gotta go this way. And then I gotta, this map says I gotta go. Just put fucking signs up or light up paths or some shit.
Yeah.
Having to check my map when I'm already lost is a pain in the dick.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna mention too. One thing, some other positive news for me is that I guess my drawing Huey on monitor is gonna be okay.
Yay!
I found out what the problem was. Because I noticed I took it up to the Geek Squad at Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were just going up there to get a quote on see what kind of like service that they would provide for replacing just the screen part or whatever, trying to diagnose it, and they were able to get it to work on their computer. So I wasn't sure what was going on. I was if I couldn't get it to work anymore, what I was gonna do is I was gonna bring my computer up to see why it wasn't working specifically on my computer. But I didn't have to do that. I noticed that whenever it wasn't on the monitor arm, it was working, and I guess I think what was wrong is I was having like the screws like screwed in too tightly on the thing or something. I guess the back is really sensitive, and it kind of makes the screen go wonky or something.
Oh, so, it like warped it just enough to fuck with it?
Yeah, it made the back flex a little bit or something. I don't know. What I might do is I got some of the monitor mounts come with like spacers or something, so I don't know if it was like screwing in too far into it or something. I don't know, so I'm going to try some spacers and hopefully that'll take pressure off,
like rubber washer kind of things.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm going to try that. Hopefully it'll work. Is right now it acts up a little bit if I like slant it a little bit, like if you're trying to angle it more in like a drawing position, but if it's just vertically, it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try to do something with the washers. It's just a pain in the ass to take it off. I've done it already a few times, but you have to there's no detachable plate for it. You just have to it just has holes, and you have to hold the monitor and screw the bolts in through the.
They make thumb screws for that.
Oh really?
So, yeah, I almost ordered a set because like one of my things came with some thumb screws. I was like, fucking thumb screws! This is genius. Why didn't I think of this? Because there's there's the X on them to use a screwdriver, but fuck, you don't need it if you just twist it down with you're like, fuck, I need to just buy like a whole bag. I'm like, oh, wait, I got monitors everywhere already. I don't need. Fuck it, I should still buy them. It's like $10. It's on Amazon. You can buy a bag of them, and it's like, well, that's genius. Like ketchup, when you can squirt it upside down. It's like, why didn't we think of this 1,000 years ago when people were pissed off and all you gotta do is, and there it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was getting upset though because I was like worried I was legitimately gonna be scammed because the seller on eBay messaged me back and just said, "Well, will you try voltage meter to test the power supply or something?" Because it's like all broken English because I think they're translating.
Right. They're putting this shit into Google Translate.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. The power supply seems like it's working okay.
Well, if it didn't light up, I could kind of understand where they were going with that.
Yeah, but it totally lit up green, and I tried different like power cords because it's like a
Right.
power brick that you have to plug in. Like it's like 2 cords, you know.
Right. That's what went wrong on my lights was the power brick. You asked if there was light on it, and there was, but it was behind my shit, so I couldn't see it. Like, hold on. You're killing my beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the power brick. It wasn't the kind like where the brick straight up has the prong sticking out of it. It was the kind where there's a cord that goes to a brick that goes to another cord with the prongs at the end of it. So the actual brick that lit up was behind the desk, so I didn't see it. Excuse me, and I didn't realize that was not fucking working until I took it out and plugged into a different outlet. I was like, oh, this isn't fucking working. That's great.
Yeah.
But even the remote sensor and everything, that all still worked fine. I just had to use the other power adapter.
Right.
But then I was looking on Amazon, and they're about the same as if I bought a whole new set of fucking lights.
Yeah, they're a little bit expensive.
Which is stupid. It's just a 12-volt adapter. They throw it in with, like, I paid $13 for the lights, and just the AC adapter is that much.
Yeah, and like they're usually not really any specific like brands or anything, so it's like you can't really find any like cheaper alternatives.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you get the voltage right,
yeah,
they're kind of okay. Because, like, I looked up the brand that I bought this time because I was like, well, the first one, at first I tried to look at the one I had, and they didn't just sell the adapter, I don't think. And then I tried to look up the one that I got as a replacement, and they're like, people, I bought this for the lights, but it was either really expensive or people were giving them, like, oh, that's another thing. People give shit reviews, but that's because they're stupid and they buy used ones that were returned because they were fucking broke, or they don't know what they're doing and they burn it up. But not everything is, a manufacturer defect.
Yeah.
It's usually some tard out there not knowing what they're doing.
Right. Yeah,
anyway.
I was going to ask you if it was like 12 volts because that was the same as my monitor. Usually the LED strips are 12 volts usually.
Yeah, it was, I know it was 2 amp. Because I think it went to 12 volt, 2 amp, and then they gave it some megahertz on the back. I can't remember. I still have the old one, like, in the drawer somewhere just in case I ever have to, compare.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the monitor was 3 amps. I wonder if they'll ever make like universal type power supplies where like you could have like dials be like, hey, I'll turn into I need it for this thing. I'll turn it into 24 volts and so many amps,
Well, have you ever watched that dude Bitwit on YouTube?
A couple times.
Yeah, I was watching. Well, he's one of the tech guys, and you got to watch like all 6 of them, all 6 people. But he, for shits and giggles, I think he took a computer case fan and wired it up with a USB and like a tablet mount and made a desk fan out of it. But he didn't just splice in the wires. He's like, a USB cable is 5 volts, and this fan's going to run on 12. So he bought some step-up little converters that just plug in. He's like, but it has a little screw that you take a screwdriver and you can adjust what it steps it up to. So I think it went all the way up to 17 volts. He used a screwdriver and turned it down to 12.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of cool. And the little thing was tiny. I mean, he used one of the little micro screwdrivers, you know?
Right, yeah.
It looks like a pencil lid.
The jeweler's ones or whatever.
I mean, wasn't like one I would use for like my car or, installing a fan even. It was like a skinny little screwdriver. So, yeah, I thought it was cool.
I wonder though, like because I was thinking about getting one of those for like the LED strips, the USB things, and it's like what kind of amperage do those put out though? I wonder if you'd have to adjust for that too.
Yeah, mama. Right. I just saw something funny. Your mama. I saw something with it was like someone posted a GIF or GIF of Chong or Cheech and Chong and Cheech smoking that giant joint in the fucking car when they're driving.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go through and watch those movies.
Oh man, they're. I mean, don't ever sit and watch one for like the plot and storyline. Just have them on and go, oh fucking hell, what are they doing? Oh, that's great. That's so damn stupid. Oh, that's great. Got
Right.
fucking Paul Rubens walking around and hamburger dude. This isn't a key.
Is it kind of like like those Jay and Silent Bob movies?
I mean, kind of. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm watching Cheech and Chong. I'm not watching Master Cinema, you know. But you get your money's worth. It's not like you got to completely turn your brain off like a Will Ferrell movie.
So, you don't like those movies?
I mean, I do, but come on, dude. Come on, dude. Old school. Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anchorman.
Anchorman 2. What? Okay. Would you like to get in the stations now, sir?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me.
I don't. Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
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 So, your first station.
My first station.
Voiced. My voice material possession. So he's got Thor's hammer. The PS controller. Looks like a PS4 there.
Do you care what my theme was?
Sure, go ahead.
My theme was just like, since I got a larger TV, just like large TVs with your setup, you know. Yeah. Like large wall-mounted type TVs, I guess. But how come you don't do that shit, man? Mount if you wanted to put your TV, like up higher instead of what? How come you don't put it in the wall, or is it like the thing with the wife you're saying she wouldn't let you modify anything?
Well, that and I'm never permanent about anything. Think about how long it took me to get up the idea to. I knew I wanted to drill a hole in my desk. How long did that take me? To answer your question, I still haven't put the additional leg on the bottom because I haven't crawled under it to drill the screws for the leg. But that's because I don't want to get underneath it.
Right. It's a slow process.
Yeah. So this guy's looking on Netflix and Hulu. I guess PlayStation Store, so I'm guessing that's whatever the PlayStation's got in it. I like his fans. He's got the Igo, however you pronounce it. I was actually looking at a couple guys who had those. Even the CPU cooler there, because this is the old version. He included an album of his setup previously.
Oh yeah.
So they light up 1080 Ti. Zoom out. Zoom enhanced. He's got one of those fucking spider crab looking routers there. Which, if it helps it, shit. I wonder if it's one of those tri-band routers.
Is that like the best you could get? Is like the tri-band or whatever? That's like the Rolls Royce.
I mean, like 250. Let's see, for this one, I think this is what he's got here. Because where's the pictures? I mean, that's the video that I'm not going to click, but you can see it's got the little strip in the middle, and then 3 legs on either side. And as you can see here, is a strip in the middle, 3 legs on either side. So it looks like a Nighthawk. Which I had originally looked at because we were upgrading our router, but I don't think it's compatible with see, Netgear Nighthawk Spectrum. I don't think it's compatible with Charter.
Yeah.
Spectrum, wires, adapters. They have a list of shit that works.
Yeah, I wonder what requires it to be compatible.
I mean, I don't know. Ours is a TP link, and it's awesome so far.
A PP link? What?
Yeah, that too. I think my next computer, I'm gonna. It's gonna have Wi-Fi, so I don't even think I even got to worry about the adapter because I did a speed test with where I would like to put it, and I could get 100 down with my phone. So I don't think I'm gonna have a problem.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it projects upstairs really well. Like initially, I had a router in this room that would duplicate the Wi-Fi, and I had one on the stairs, like an extender, and it would still barely even connect up here. Meanwhile, my wife's just unplugging all the power line adapters. What's this fucking thing for? I'm like, that's to connect it. Why? Why's it needed? You got Wi-Fi. I go, why do you need this if you got Wi-Fi? I'm like, because a wire connection is always better. It just is.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it drops out, it's statistically better. And look, he's got his sub on the floor, which is where it goes.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
got a
I
little
wonder if
glass
they'll
there.
ever invent a camera that can see Wi-Fi, so kind of like with thermal cameras, you could diagnose stuff with your computer. Like I see a lot of people doing. That would be nice to be able to do that.
Well, like they make that app for your phone, the Wi-Fi. There are like 7 different apps called Wi-Fi Analyzer or something. They all do the exact same fucking thing. They just have a different skin.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
like Jay suggested one, and then I found another one, and I just grabbed all the ones that had the high reviews on the Play Store. But yeah, I mean, this guy's got some cool shit. He's got a little black and red theme going, and all his little figurines and shit all have the same thing going. Like I said, I like the lights. I like the case, which I'm pretty sure is Corsair by the lights. As far as which model, I have to read. So let me see. Of course, it doesn't say here. What's the before pic say? It's just fucking pictures. That's great. It's a Corsair something. Something or other. Your second station is in lights that hurt my eyes to look at. I'm like, close the fucking window. Oh, dude, we get it. You vape. Now, see.
Yep.
Okay. See, they went to Best Buy because an Insignia is like their store brand. And he's got a Roku remote. Which, Roku's, believe it or not, I enjoy the remotes that are like actually just wireless. They don't rely on an RF signal at all. So you can point it upside down, backwards, under the fucking covers, and it'll still go. But
and what is it, Bluetooth?
No, it's wireless. It connects to the wireless network.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's the older versions have a plug, like a headphone jack. So if you're watching TV and you want to listen through your headphones instead of everyone in the room hearing it, you could do that and plug it into the remote, which is fucking brilliant. And then they kind of phased it out on the later models. And I thought that was stupid. But
stupid.
it is. let's get rid of a functional feature. And like if you buy a new remote, it doesn't come with it. Like you have to either get an old one or hope ours broke because I used the wrong headphones for it. I used a one with a microphone, like a phone set of headphones instead, because they give you earbuds. But I was always more comfortable with the Apple ones, and I was using those, and I think I fucked it up because the volume control wouldn't work.
And well, you think you fried it just from using a different pair of headphones?
No, I didn't fry it. The volume, there's a volume rocker on the side, and it stopped working. It'll go up, but it won't go down. So we had two of the same Roku boxes. So I took the remote from that I knew was working, and I turned the volume up to a good volume. Actually, it'll go down, but it won't go up. Never mind. Sorry, I misspoke. So I was able to turn it up and then just leave it at that because there's an app for your phone. You're supposed to be able to do the same thing, like plug your headphones into your phone and use it, but it doesn't fucking work apparently. But I don't know.
Yeah, I was looking around a while ago. I think it'd be cool if they made like just a headphone rocker adapter, so like you could plug in any kind of headphone or something.
Yeah, well,
and adapt that,
Well, it's because the poles are different. There's 4 poles versus 3 instead of a tip ring.
Well, I mean, whatever connection you're going from, I guess that would be cool. I guess
But can't quite tell what kind of case this is. Without reading more into it, I'm gonna say NZXT maybe, based on the basement cover. GeForce 10. It looks like a 1060, but I didn't read, so I don't know.
Got crosshair. Words of Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. Could be. I need to get that drop. That would be cool.
I thought you were gonna say, "Come on, babes." The other Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most babes.
Nice fucking model. We get it, bro. You vape.
He's trying to look trendy. So trendy.
Because you asked, a tacky wooden Bible quote sign and a vape pen within mere feet of each other. Very classy. If that door opens too far, it could bump and damage the guitar casually placed on the left. And also the cord on the right is tied in a knot, which it is. It was my grandma's sign. I opened the windows for the picture purposes. See if he has any actual description of anything. Clean your desk. It's dusty as hell.
Yeah, I remember Jay did a video recently, and he was like, what was it about? He just seemed like he was so like done with like hearing people's comments or something,
Oh, Jay?
Yeah.
Well, he lost a lot of weight, and apparently people rag on him still. I don't know.
Well, he was like, I think it was something with it was something about the cooling, because he was doing a test with one of those giant actual air coolers against like a custom water loop, and it was actually holding its own with it.
Yeah. Actual is good shit. That's what I'm running.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw this one. And if you notice, I actually commented somewhere. What size screen? It's a 16-inch screen, a Vizio, blah, 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 specifically. And I said, sweet. So it's a 60-inch screen. I like the big box copy.
Reddit just paused because Frank dropped a sweet.
Sweet. I like the big box copy of Doom he's got there. He's got the same shitty Logitech speakers, though, that first dude had. If you notice his little triangle looking thing.
Right.
got some stuffed animals on there, and his webcam's in a weird spot. I understand you don't want to put it up high, but looking up at you is creepy. Now it's going to be looking up your nose. He's got the Sennheiser wireless headphones, which are just expensive and don't probably sound too good.
Yeah, doesn't that's what Barnclays has, is Sennheiser headphones, doesn't he?
I don't know. He's had several different ones. I'm rocking Sennheisers right now.
Yeah. He came out of hiding though on YouTube. He finally did another video.
Oh shit. I mean, I understand he hasn't felt good, but if he's stuck in the house, what else is he gonna fucking do?
Yeah, he said he's poor people now. So he was I guess he's gonna vinyl wrap his car, but before that there was like a giant like spot on the roof of his car. You know, he has a white car, and I forget what kind it is. I'm not a big car guy, so like I don't. It's one of those, you know, like a racing style car that like Jay has and stuff. But he did a video on how to do a DIY repair paint job on the spot where it was like the car was like rusted a little bit and the metal was showing through and everything, and he was showing you how to sand it down and feather the edges and everything, and spray paint just white on there. But yeah.
And a big ass jar of warheads.
Yeah. He said he was gonna vinyl wrap the car anyways, but he just wanted it to be flat, you know. And look better when he's driving it, I guess. He was getting tired of seeing it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I understand that. I guess he's in some kind of funk, but I mean, maybe if he did more videos and stuff, he would not be poor people again, you know?
I mean, he does the Twitch. I thought people donated on there.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that Twitch morning show. I don't know. Have you ever sat through one of those? Like
not completely.
I don't know what
no.
he really talks about.
Just shooting the bull with people because people come on and chat.
Yeah.
No, you're probably not up early enough to watch it.
I don't know. I don't know what time he gets up for that stuff.
I think it's for us. It's at like 9 o'clock in the morning because he's over west. He's over by like Seattle, right?
Yeah. Well, he has the kids and stuff. He's got he's got a kid, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's got a family, you know.
Family. Oh. So big ass screen. I mean, while this is definitely bigger, nothing else is really that impressive here. His
what do you think about the chair?
I mean, it's a chair. His ass can sit on it. The armrests look like they're going to fall off.
Chair.
Looks like it probably get dirty as soon as you sit in it. His mouse pad is tore to fuck up, and he just flipped it over so like the worn out end where his wrist always sat is up top. Hey, take a look at this dirty ass mouse pad I've been using for 1,000 years.
Dude, just get a new mouse pad, man, for like $1. You probably can find one at a dollar store, you know.
No, man, I like this one. I mean, and he's got an extended mouse pad on the left. It even goes back further, like all the way back. See how the keyboard's sitting on it?
Well, then he'd have to move everything to move it over. He's too lazy, like you said.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
is that screen mounted too? Because he might have to move the screen.
No, it's these silver. Look, well, yeah, these silver things are the feet.
So is the mat under that too?
No, it doesn't. Oh, I can't tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just got shit everywhere. I mean, he's got one monitor, TV, whatever. He can pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
I have too many. I'm not picking them up and moving them. Not gonna do it. Want to be prudent.
Yeah. Yeah, you were worried about that with your desk, with if it was the LEDs, you know.
Right. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get to it. That's also why I got an oak desk. I want to support the weight.
Yeah.
So, if I had to pick a favorite setup, well,
Favorite.
right. I hate to say, even though this one's the biggest screen, the whole rest of it is kind of turning me off here. Because the beige carpet, yellow walls, the orange lampshades.
At first, I thought that was a window, and then like the smaller part with the black. What is that he's got on there?
What, in the back left? It's a Batman flag.
No, in the lower right-hand corner of the monitor. What is that? Is that like a... Does he have that, like... that's just, is that like some kind of chat or something in there?
No, that's Reddit on the bottom left.
Oh, okay.
If you read because I was reading most of the post when I saw this. He's got a VM going, or like whatever, and he's got 2 windows side by side on each end.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I thought the Reddit was just the monitor and it was like in front of the window. I was like, no. That's the whole giant screen.
Yeah. He says like 4 27-inch. Yeah, it's not bad since it's 4K. The pixel density is just a little lower than your 27-inch 1080 screens. Since it's a 2x2 grid of 30-inch 1080 screens. Now you're getting into math.
Yeah.
Oh, he said this is an update. He posted an older picture here. I didn't see that. Hold on.
Oh. Even older than the old chair he's got?
Wow, let me unzoom enhance. There we go. Look at his mouse pad all dirty and worn. Ooh. God, look at those cables, dog.
What?
Look at the cables under the desk.
Oh, yeah.
My God, and his
Needs to get one of those boxes, huh? Those junk boxes.
Yeah, it's called a trash can. Banging on a trash can. He's got 3 speakers that don't. Got the same picture of his wife. He's got one of his lamps. He doesn't have the other one there.
You know,
he's got a little dog.
But I kind of actually like it this way than with the giant screen, just because it looks cleaner.
Yeah, if his desk was as presentable, like if he still had this big ass monitor, but is cleaned up his fucking desk and didn't have, I think that's what you said. He used to get one of those boxes. He just got a box and stuck his computer in the fucking box.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a small form. I mean, if that's his computer, I think it might be a speaker. I mean, if it is a speaker, there's a shit ton of cables coming out of it, and there's stuff in the front, which you wouldn't necessarily have for a speaker. So I'm lead to think that is his tower, which is ridiculous looking.
He's got one of those phones. Hey, somebody tells me I should clean up. Someone's telling you should clean up your setup online too.
Pick up your mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On line 3, this other guy said, fuck this setup.
Yeah, so, I mean, first off, I don't care too much for a gamer chair, racing chair, whatever, but it's, you can't even, the chair here, I just see a piece of, like, felt, so I'm assuming it's just a shit chair that he got somewhere.
Yeah, like, I have to admit, I kind of do regret buying this chair, honestly. Because it's just like, it looks really nice, but, like, it's just uncomfortable, you know?
At least you're honest. I mean, my chair, the ass part is uncomfortable. I think it's because I have such a bony ass.
Right.
Because the back is nice since it's mesh. I can breathe.
Yeah. Well, I think I might just, like, if I get it, I might get a more comfortable chair and just use this as, like, a secondary chair because, you know, I have to have 2 chairs, one for this desk and the other for my work desk, you know.
Hold on, I have to be at work. Okay, now I'm at play. I told you, the one guy I watch who does reviews, he sits in a shitty, uncomfortable chair when he does reviews. He's like, this one squeaks and is uncomfortable. And I sit in when I do reviews because I want to hurry up and get the job over with. So I know I'm at work when I'm in this chair. The other one he could just sit in all day. So if I had to pick, I'm leaning towards this one, but I like the rig in this one. But I also probably this one. Probably this one, this one two, this one three. Although he did a good job with the photograph here, even though he got his vape pen in the shot. If you got rid of that and the... Go ahead.
Oh, if you got rid of that, what?
If you got rid of that and the tacky Bible quote.
Well, I gotta give it... I think I'll go with the vape pen guy for one, and then the first one second, and then the giant screen guy last, probably.
So we agreed to disagree.
Well, we definitely agreed on the big screen guy.
Well, let me upvote this guy here. Yeah, I already liked his, and I'll go ahead and upload this one. Well, let me refresh so everyone has the current number of upvotes, because hate to say it. Oh, he went down? No, let me refresh again. Oh, he did again. Shit. Okay. Well, anyway, big ass screen only has about 58 upvotes. And cool dude here with his racing chair. Whoops. He's only got 10. Which is kind of sad. And then Mr. Vape is 155. I mean, lighting, I think, really does. Yes, his desk looks dusty, but I think it's because of the way the light casts in it. So, Zex HL, you've, ooh, that is dusty right there, though. Go ahead and hit your vape pen, bro. Wall's a little scratched up, but that's cool.
Hey, you could always get rid of vape pens.
We get it, you vape. Right.
He'll get, eventually he'll stop if he gets that thing, what do they call that popcorn lung, I guess he could get with the vape pens.
Oh, I gotta tell Floyd about that. He vapes.
Oh, really? Yeah, you search popcorn lung vaping.
I figured there wasn't any information about the long-term uses.
Hold on. Somebody's knocking at my door. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is riveting. I thought he was going to get sniped. Or, what do they call that? Swatted, that was it. That was the term I was looking for. And now Ian's walking around. Hmm. Well, we're still waiting patiently. Do, 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 do. Yep. Waiting patiently. Now Ian's got his headphones off of one ear like a DJ. He's Skrillex, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, Nate's come on the show. Say hi, Nate.
Hey.
Oh, he did a partial facial reveal.
Oh, I'll do a partial reveal for you.
And he also partially got on the microphone because we can't fucking hear a word he says.
Here. Yeah, see? Right here.
Yeah, that looks like you nerd. Nerds.
Nerds.
I thought you were getting swatted there, Ian.
I'm getting swatted now.
Well, sir, is it time to move on to my shit?
Well, show Nate what do you think about these setups, Nate?
Oh, hold on. I already closed them out.
Motherfucker.
They're awesome. 3, 2, 1.
Nate wasn't there and shit, man.
Well, okay, I gotta know. What did you guys pick? 3, 2, 1?
We were all over the place.
Yeah.
The internet picked this one.
What the?
Yeah, it's a vape pen guy.
Be strong and courageous, Joshua 1-9.
Why did he win?
Because the internet upvoted him the most.
Yeah.
Look how
Yeah.
dusty his desk is.
Look at how much his bonsai tree is dying.
I think
It
that's
is.
one of them IKEA fake plants.
See, it's dead inside.
Just like you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Right. Let me see. I don't know. I know that got the grassy looking fake plant. Let me see. Nah, I don't know. I don't know that shit. But yeah. Anyway. Enough about this old shit. Do some new shit. Look at this shit. Zoom in on that shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't know Floyd vape. That's pretty crazy. That's cool.
Thought I told you that shit.
No, I didn't. Well, maybe you did. I
just don't listen to you.
Paying attention to you.
Right.
Nobody care about that shit.
I
you
kind of
guys.
like this one better than the other one.
Now look at the art for a second.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
I see one of them.
This is the same picture twice.
Zoom enhance. Full screen.
What? There you go.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
Anyway, but he's got dual ultra wide and he's got them flipped so the big part of the screen is at the top. Or no, he's just got the top of the one covering the bottom. Never mind. Never mind. But he's got the little wood armed lamp.
A wood.
Wood, and then he's got this shitty sound card amp thing. What the hell is that company that used to make them back in the day? Fucking, I can't remember. Something like that, I think. And he's got, I think that's a Razer Naga mouse. Well, he also has a Logitech mouse.
Yeah, I was actually trying to search like are sound cards even relevant anymore these days? Because
I mean,
you know, it's all built into the motherboard now with the 7.1, and if you want something better, you get like a DAC or amp or something externally. People do.
right.
I don't know. I feel like you have to have the 15 built-in floppy drives so you can play music on your computer.
Now, like the whole point of an external amp is to get it away from the electrical interference of the motherboard and the hard drives and everything that can cause coil whine and shit like that. The cool thing about this, you know what I like about this that you probably didn't even notice? Because see, there's layers to this, right? Look at the mouse pad. It's an extended RGB mouse pad. I didn't even know they fucking made those. Did you?
No, I
I
did.
did not know.
I did not know that.
Is that a Jibo?
Oh, what?
Zoom enhance. A Jibo.
What the hell's a cheapo? What are you talking about?
It's that little glowy thing. The circle.
Circle. That's no, that's one of those Echo fucking things.
Yeah, Jibo. They stole their design off.
You mean this thing here?
Yeah, the Echo stole their design off of a product called Jibo.
Yeah, I doubt he bought that. I doubt that. I think he just bought a fucking Echo clock thing, whatever the hell they call it. And then he's got a Steam controller with the dude here holding it up, which I think is kind of cool. And I think he's got a dongle or something coming up over his case, kind of laying there. Looks kind of cool. He's got some Kanto speakers, an IKEA lamp, blue snowball mic. Looks like a wireless charger. Yeah, he's got looks like a Magic trackpad from Apple. Looks like, I can't quite tell. I'm just going from what I'm seeing here. He's also got a Stream Deck, which is a little thing under the mouse. I like the
that Elgato.
Yeah, I like the sexy Deadpool there with the ponytail.
I watched Deadpool too. Did you get to see that yet, Frank?
Nah, dog. Nah.
You said you were gonna go see it, man. What the fuck?
Nah, I said I'm gonna see it, motherfucker.
I thought you were gonna go see it.
No, we'll see, motherfucker. I'm gonna see it. Shit.
Well, what does that mean?
Nuts.
It means see in the theater or wait for it.
I'm gonna see the motherfucker. You're gonna see that? Yeah, I'm gonna see that.
Are you going to the theaters to go see the movie?
I don't fucking know. Does
I don't even know if is it still in the theaters, Nate? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Deadpool 2 show times. Yeah, it's still fucking playing.
How did it do in box office?
It did really good. I thought it. I think they said it made more money than the Infinity War.
Won the domestic box office this weekend with an estimated 120 million opening weekend. Despite losing its crown, Infinity War is still the box office king. Well, anyway.
But I think they were saying it was like something like more people went to go see it, but they didn't make more money. I'm not sure.
Well, you want to know what my theme was, by the way, for this week?
Sure, we were wanting to know, Frank.
My theme was, these are stations that made me say, oh my god, look at that. And I had to...
What was the oh my god part?
Oh my god. Like, look at it. Like, the way they match the color with the background and all the little knickknacks. There's layers to it. The more you look, you're like, oh, it's a sit-stand desk. Oh, look, he's got his headphones hanging under there. Oh, look, he's got this fucking thing. None of this shit matters, okay? This is little knickknacks and tchotchkes on a dude's desk. But I'm sitting there analyzing and going through it like it fucking anyone cares other than us. So I was like, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we had a listener on, Nate.
We had a listener? Oh my gosh.
No, you didn't have shit. We had a listener. You wasn't around, mother...
So what did they say?
They said, get rid of that Nate asshole.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
So anyway, that's the first setup.
You do go on.
I have to admit, I told myself, I said, I'll send myself these 4 that I like, and I'll narrow it down to 3, and I couldn't fucking do it. So
You narrow that down, Frank.
No.
You're only judging 3 of those. So you
Shut
better
up.
put the best 3 first, then.
So, Ian, what did they actually say?
Oh, well, it was just one of Frank's friends from work that he did listen to the show, but he...
Yeah. He gave a little bit of good advice that I thought about. He's like, no one can really find our show unless they know the name. He's like, so really we ought to do like a tag for the main topic we're discussing that week, like, and make it not really clickbaity, but like, you know, enough to make people go, huh? And they click on it. Oh, they waited an hour before they even fucking talked about that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about putting like some kind of title like they do for like the Tech Talk for, you know, Jay and Jerry's show.
Right.
But
well, like,
it's just we talk about so much stuff. It's like, what if you talk about 100 different things that are like little bits of the show? Like, what do you call it then? You know?
Right. Well, I mean, like, you know how like if you're posting something to say Instagram or Twitter and you do a hashtag something, then like anybody who looks up that hashtag sees it and they might like your post, even if it's somebody you don't even fucking have any idea who they are. Like, I get all these, you know, weird ones. Yes, sir.
You guys aren't doing the hashtags? What?
No, we're old. We call it a pound sign. C : enter : pound. Wait.
Oh, well, we have
Coder joke.
A bunch of different tags that I just, you know, like put for every show. That's usually the same for each show because who wants to like every week go and like figure out new tags and stuff for every show? Are you gonna do that shit, Frank?
Ain't my channel, dog.
It's your show though, right? You're like,
yeah.
It's we. What happened to we, Frank?
Well, we say that sucks. So anyway, so look at this guy's shit. Boom. You like it? He's got the Iron Man right there.
Yeah.
And he's got the whole thing's kind of murdered out. I mean, really.
Blacked out?
Yeah, it's murdered out. It's all black. Like,
never heard that, but okay.
You never heard that?
No, I've never heard that term. Google that. Zoom enhance.
Oh, look, Urban Dictionary, murdered out. Like, you hear it a lot with a car, like a murdered out car.
Can you use that word in a sentence?
Murdered out? The phrase?
Yes. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up Urban Dictionary. We might hear some inappropriate stuff. The definition. When a vehicle has both black paint and black aftermarket wheels, the window tint should also be really dark, and other aftermarket accessories, such as black taillight covers, etc., should aid in blacking out the ride. Murdered out. When a car is completely modified and the color black is the only color used throughout the entire vehicle. Guy 1. Of course there's a fucking thing popped up. Guy 1. Hey, bro. Did you see that Nova? Guy 2. Yeah, it was completely murdered out. So there you go.
Yeah, I saw a picture of a guy that did the black 2.0 over the car.
Oh, I have a bottle of that.
Did you play around with it yet?
I almost spilled some of it.
What?
And I'm like, I can't see anything. It has no shape.
I wonder what would it be like if you painted like a whole room and that stuff. But
oh,
just had, like,
I wanted to. I wanted to.
Right.
I want to paint it on the. I want to paint on the corners.
Do you know what Black 2.0 is, Frank?
Nah.
Tell him, Nate.
So Black 2.0 is a paint that blocks out sunlight, 99.8% of sunlight. So, let's say you have a unicorn's face. You don't see the unicorn horn anymore because light gives shape.
It absorbs all the light.
It absorbs
Basically,
the light.
if you paint a ball, it looks like a black hole then.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is it's a really hot thing when it's out in the sun. Because black absorbs heat.
Yeah. Well, it absorbs all the light and doesn't reflect anything.
Yes, it doesn't reflect anything.
Wait, anyway.
If you spray painted like an Emmy, you couldn't tell what it will look like at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see any details on it or anything.
No details.
But Yeah, I figured you'd be interested in that, Frank, because you're into the pinstriping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Frank's like,
But
I
no.
pinstripe a black dick.
Right. I do flat. I have flat black pinstriping on my gloss black car. Does that count? So, but no, like, look, the desk is black. All his accessories are fucking black. The mouse bungee's black. There's like black, tiny little bit of red with the Iron Man and the badging on his fucking case.
Frank's opinion. It's fucking black.
Right. Now, here's a close-up of his case. Because, like, I was like, what the hell case is that? I saw that it was Corsair. Damn.
That's
Got that
cool
Trident Z RAM. 10A Ti. Custom loop. Fucking, it looks like a render. It doesn't even look real.
Yeah,
You're right. It looks like a render.
look like PC Builder Simulator.
Exactly.
Right. It's like, here is
Have you tried that yet, Nate?
I took a look at the demo and I'm like, ooh. But I like, they're like, remove viruses. Click single button. That removes viruses for sure. It's like, way to poop on my skills. Thank you, PC Simulator.
Poop, poop, poop skills. So that's the second one that I'm going to show you here. And then here you go, Ian. RGBs.
RGBD's nuts.
Oh. What do you think of this?
It's pretty nice.
The
I like
Corsair fanboy. Go ahead.
I like the orange and white kind of theme, you know.
Yeah, they kind of went, like, they matched their color to the wallpaper really well. They got the keyboard and the RGB lighting. And like I said, they got the Corsair, cooler, Corsair case, Corsair fans.
Corsair, what?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think even the keyboard's Corsair. The mouse is Logitech, though. And then the fourth one that I'm like, oh, this is too much like me. I gotta show it.
There's a huge wasp. They need bug spray.
Hold on. I'm trying to zoom enhance, but there we go. Look at this shit. Got a fucking BenQ, an Asus, and that big ass Samsung. Fucking.
Is that a monitor?
Yes.
Bend over, Q. They're gonna get you money.
Now see.
This shit's expensive.
Yeah. Hold on. Because as you can see.
Oh,
like,
that's a curved. Oh.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the curve, Nate? I mean, for design work, I don't think it would be that good.
I personally, it's kind of awkward. And I don't know. Does it actually look nicer? I'm not sure. And it's got to be harder to find replacement screens. You know?
Yeah, I would think so. Plus, if there's, it could only be like, it's only really good for like one or two at the most people viewing. Otherwise, if you're trying to view it from an angle, it would probably suck.
Also, like, what is the, how long does it last? Does it last 10 years like the old ones?
Mm-hmm. I like the
10 years for any kind of technology thing is
ridiculous. So, like,
I like his guts.
Frank's all up in those guts, huh?
That's right. Look how small, like.
That's what she said to you, Frank.
Well, there's the end of his graphics card. There's the fan. Right the hell there.
I thought that was a flux capacitor.
It could be. Here's a pile of parts that they always show. Hello? Yeah. Oh, it's loading. It's loading. Specs: i7 8700K, Strix Z370E motherboard,
Why does everybody
Strix
Oh,
1080
you
Ti,
do go on.
future saying that's heavy?
16 gig of RAM, Carbide 400C case, Corsair mechanical keyboard, 750 watt power supply.
750 watt.
750.
50.
Kraken. Got a Kraken. Here are his parts, basically. A little Cooler Master. 212 Evo.
Crack-a-lackin'.
What's crack-a-lackin'? And then,
Frank's pants.
hold on. I clicked it, but it's taking a minute. Oh. Here's his desktop. Wah, wah, wah.
That's pretty colorful.
I feel like if I stared into that all day, I would vomit.
Would you unicorn vomit?
No, it'd be like Cheetos vomit.
Uh,
Yeah, here's what I say.
Zoom enhance, I can't read that crap.
It's a GIF. I can't go any faster. Hold on. Nope. That's all I got right there.
She needs more power, Captain.
I'm broke. N-word, I'm broke.
Hey, Frank!
So, yeah, I mean, I was looking at this. I said, man, that's kind of cool. And then I started reading. And the guy says, do you sit crisscross on the ground? And then someone said, no need. Send that picture. But it's like, I really hope that's not a limit. It will collapse with that much weight. And someone's like, all right, it looks like it's flexing in the corner. So, I mean, I'm sure that fucker's heavy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because the computer is sitting in the windowsill. But it's like, I mean, he clamped a mount anyway to mount those two verticals, so. I don't know. So Code Easy,
yeah.
I had to include him because it's just too insane. It's a bunch of shit on the table, which is what I got.
Sorry, Cody Z, you're excluded. 'Cause we're doing
Code
great.
Easy. So I'll blow them up so you can see. We got the murdered out shit. Murdered out.
Just because it's on Urban Dictionary doesn't mean it's a term.
Dude,
Yeah,
I saw
it
it
is.
on Robin Big. I was on TV. That's where I learned it.
You watched
They said
that
that
show,
shit.
Robin Big?
I did. Can't watch
I
it
did
now.
too.
Big's dead.
He is? What happened to him?
Fucking died.
Did you like that Fantasy Factory?
No.
Yeah.
Nah, not really. Anyway,
Rob was doing.
so yeah, this one I like. This one I threw in just because it's so fucking crazy. And then this one's just styling and profiling.
Okay, so this is one.
Okay.
That's one. What's two? Murder Dots 2.
3. And then
Okay.
number 4 is the crazy ultra wide triple setup.
I don't
He's
like
got
that
it.
one.
You don't or do?
I don't, because I feel like it's going to collapse.
That's why I like it, because it's not mine.
He's living on the edge.
Living on it. No, he's not.
Don't,
That
don't
TV
push those
is-
monitors because they're on the edge, right?
No, that TV is close to the edge. It's about to lose its head.
Well, I think I'm going to go with blacked out,
Murdered out.
murdered out.
Murder Inc.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's blacked out. I'm not going with that stupid term. I'm going
No,
with blacked out.
Murder Inc. Okay.
And then
What's my motherfucking name?
what was the third one again? that was the orange and yellow white theme. I'm gonna go with that one second, and then probably the on the edge one, and then this one is last for me probably.
This one's
I've
last?
seen that. Yeah.
I like that one the best.
Oh, you do?
I like that IKEA lamp.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem that special to me.
Like I said, it's got layers.
Now, actually, I'll go with the on the edge one last. That one can be bumped up.
Yeah, that one's last. I'd say maybe... Nah, that one's first. I like that one first. Then the... Yep. The one I said was first before. Then the next one. Then the... It's gonna fall over, Captain.
I mean, look at this one. Got a Predator and a Rode microphone.
Where's
He
his
paid
chair?
some he's probably sitting in it.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
So are you going with the orange and white one, or?
Who, me? Or Nate
Nate.
Dogg?
Yeah, I'll go with the orange. See...
Go. That was with the... Yeah, that one. You're going with that one?
I don't want to be partial because of the screens. I think I like the other one. Although, man, that one looks nice. So now it's 3, 2, 1, 4.
Yeah. See, I think I like this stupid one the most.
You like that one the most?
I like the one that's going to collapse the most, yeah.
Oh,
There's an
that would be
element of danger. It's an element of danger.
Danger.
Whoa. Zoom in
You
hands
spend
on those.
you spend $1,000 on a monitor and you spend $7 on a desktop.
Yeah. Zoom in hands on those legs. I think if you look at them closely, they're going to buckle.
No,
Oh.
they're adjustable. They come out of the bottom and extend. They get bigger.
Yeah, it's like they're
telescoping.
The further you go down on the picture, the crappier things get.
Yeah. I mean, at least
So
the
just look at
computer's
the
safe.
monitors.
The computer's,
Yeah.
in the window. As long as the
Yep.
cables don't tug it out.
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
what I'm
tug it
saying.
out.
I
It's all
can
gonna
see
come
the
over.
cables tugging it out, and then like the whole thing falling over, all 3 screens exploding, and then the desk breaking.
Like, I'm sure if you tighten that clamp down anymore, there would just be a big hole in the desk.
That's
Frank,
what I'm
you
saying.
should go to one of those broken glass table thingies
But one of those what?
on Reddit. The broken
Oh.
glass desks where you came back from work or something, and
Hold on.
you
Reddit.
showed that a
glass
couple
desk.
times on.
I hate
Oh.
my one living room table so much.
You what?
I hate my living room table so much
Why?
because it shows all dirt. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at that.
That's not even the
one
worst
with the
one.
monitor that was on the ground too.
Yeah, like, hold on. I'm seeing if it's in the comments. I thought. Let me go back to the image search, because...
Hey, Frank!
Oh. You shut up. Don't use glass.
I need your help, Frank! I need your help, Frank!
Look at all that shit.
Dude, what would you do if you came home to that? Like all your computer stuff was like knocked over.
I'd be like, "Help! I've been robbed."
You'd be like, fuck. Look at that. You can see there's hard drives and shit. Right? Isn't that what those are? Those, like, right next to the... 'cause that's obviously an Apple product. I think those are those, like... Is it not iOmega or, like, those G drives? You know what I'm talking about? Those, really overpriced, expensive fucking drives.
Mm.
I think he cheated on his girlfriend, and she's like, "Well, I'm breaking his table." Okay.
Oh,
We're
no.
even.
Nah, they don't... No woman has ever said we're even. they said, what can I break that's going to break his heart the most?
I was
Like-
wondering, is that like what it always looks like? People's places get trashed. It's like if you're gonna take stuff, why do you always have to like just like fuck their shit up too? It seems like, you know.
I mean, look at this
It's
one.
like you can't get to the valuable stuff without room
He had
and
a
things, you know.
he had a vertical monitor at one point, and ooh, he had an amp on a shelf with man, beer bottle on the floor. And those headphones, those look like hi-fi mans. Ooh, yeah. How mad would you be? I mean, it's his own fault for look how heavy that fucking shelf is that he had his amp on.
Yeah.
All he had to do, look at all the beer on the floor. All he had to do was have a wood slab, like even a door. He's like, well, I got this big heavy thing. Glass will be fine. Nope, nope, fuck, don't do it.
I love that they're like, in all this chaos, they still managed to take a picture.
Well, I mean, it's not like it happened while it's exploding. They come in, they're like, oh, let me take a picture. Plus for insurance, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So they can come in and be like, dude, I came home, and all this shit was everywhere.
My wife is gone.
I was looking at
Oh, his mouse is just dangling.
Yeah.
and all
It's
that.
so
Look at that.
sad.
Look at that drawer. All the glass fell in the fucking drawer.
It's so sad.
And the one monitor is a BenQ too. And you see the strips? He fucking cable managed everything.
It's so sad. I can't see this despair any longer.
Would you just like end it all right there, Nate?
Take that
I
glass and just cut your throat.
No. I'd make glass angels.
And then die.
Whoa. Who's to say that I would die? I might not die.
Oh no, I'd kill you. I was looking for floor TV stands because I want to put my TV on a nice stand, and I want to do something. Yeah, I want to do something like the hell's the picture? Oh, it's in more of the reviews. Okay. One of the guys did a review. They put a electric fireplace underneath it,
Nice.
which is, I want to put my other monitor underneath it, so I want to have enough room. So, I got to read the reviews because I don't want to get it and be like, oh, it's only 2 feet tall. And one of them was like, first the guy gave it 5 stars, and then he's like, update, the base exploded, fell on my girlfriend.
Shit.
But he already gave it 5 stars, so
Yeah, he updated it.
yeah. You can't go past the 5, right?
I mean, it doesn't have any stars on it now.
Oh, he downgraded it.
Yeah. And loaded. Fell on. See if I can find it. Because it was so ridiculous. I don't know. I was looking at it on Amazon and I just couldn't believe it. So, yeah. I think I like the plastic, or this, because it's honeycomb cardboard with a thin veneer wood on top. Like, was it Linman? Oh, desk. Break. Who's rubbing the microphone across their butt? Yeah, I hear it. He's got a windbreaker going. Oh, here you go. Oh, that's a video. Never mind. Yeah. This is what your $10 IKEA lac table looks like inside. Come on. Come on. course, it's BuzzFeed. They're showing gifs. Yeah, it's cardboard. Fucking honeycomb cardboard. It's basically a paper-filled pizza box with legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what happened to Mr. Layers?
What was that?
Screw the layers of cardboard. What happened to Mr. Layers of stuff?
I mean, it's deep, dog. But
does that mean he's bigger... like that? IKEA tables like ogres?
What? It's like an onion.
No,
he spent $1,000 on a. He spent at least $900 on a monitor. And how much that fucking? I'm sorry, I got a IKEA. Yes, US.
Why it's so terrible, though?
No, red table top.
We should send him a coupon for off of like a coffee table.
$24. Black, brown, beige. Where do you even find red? Huh. I don't know, man. Depends on what that counter is made out of. But yeah. Yeah. Oh. Dual monitor stand, management sleeves. It doesn't list it, just has the parts. It still looks cool, don't you think? You don't think so, dog? He's like, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that you're going with layers of cardboard instead of layers of ogre.
I think I would have to do this one's number 1, and then Mr. Big Ass Murdered Out is number 2, and then layers number 3. See, because there's layers to it. See, he's layer number 3, and then this number 4.
You don't like that one very much, huh?
He didn't hide his cables, and not enough screens. Now, Reddit says...
What did Reddit say?
Hold on, dog. Well, Reddit said that Mr. Layers has 5,074 upvotes.
Damn.
Yeah, he's balls deep.
No, you're tired of that.
Murdered Out is 510 upvotes. Orange and Yellow is 52. And then the Mr. Wobbly is 12.
I knew I was right.
You ain't right about shit.
I know.
Nate won then.
You ain't right about shit.
But,
anyway.
Before we get into news, we kind of skipped over it. What have you been up to, Nate?
Not a whole lot. Working.
Working for the weekend?
Yeah, working for the weekend.
Every night and day.
For the weekend.
Yep.
What?
I started working at the local Chippendales.
Oh, really? What? You got tired of that factory job?
Oh, no, I'm totally joking. I still do the factory job.
Chippendales is a male strip club, Ian.
Yeah. Whoa, I was talking about the Rescue Rangers. What are you talking about?
Chippendale. No, there's no S. Trust me, I watched the Rescue.
Dale bought 1% of the thing, so it... Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see?
It could be apostrophe S.
Actually, Nate said he was on a date tonight.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, with you? That's so sweet. Yeah. Where are you guys going to go? You going to hold hands?
He said he was on a date while we were doing the show.
Yeah.
They were doing it. He's the power bottom.
Oh. You saying Nate's a power bottom?
That is so sweet.
Okay, let's get into the news before we get disgusted and throw up.
I mean, Nate, have you been doing any 3D printing or anything though?
No, I want to change the extruder because I'm worried about it jamming. Like,
You're still hung up on the extruder?
yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Plus,
Yeah.
I have to get a new roll of filament because I let the one filament roll set out because it'll just keep fragmenting.
Did it kind of like disintegrate or something? Because it's like
It broke in the extruder 6 times.
So that's probably part of the problem too, huh?
Yep.
Are you gonna, when you get everything the way that you want it with the printer, are you gonna make one of those DIY like filament boxes or whatever?
I've thought about that, yeah. Or get like a Tupperware container and just put it in there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You could do a DIY thing with like some like rubber grommets or something.
Right.
That you feed the filament through. Just drill some holes.
I've been doing some experiment with some casting materials. I like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
Yeah, Nate was trying to build what did you have? Some kind of membership for this
The Makerspace
or whatever, right?
Yeah, I bought all the steel and we were about to get it cut, but then the budget ran over. It ran over budget because Makerspace took their time.
Yeah. Well, you were gonna make a custom-made injection mold machine.
Well, yeah, like it's got the plans online. I bought all the steel. All we had to do is cut the steel and then weld it together. Like it was like 3 welds. It's totally doable.
Right, but you said your friend didn't want to help anymore or something?
He didn't want to go to the Makerspace, and then before you knew it, like 4 months had passed, and we were at half the cost of buying it pre-made.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
And then it would be $100 to have somebody weld it, because he didn't want to pay $100 for the class. And then, so now we're at $345. And at that point, what if it takes another 2 months? Then we're at $400. And it's like, well, shoot, I might as well just purchase one. Because at least I know I will get a working machine. And then $45 on the electronics. And then $35 on the currency switcher. For the step-up motor.
Yeah.
Is frustrating.
Oh, I bet, man. It sounds like it'd be something that'd be like way too involved for Frank, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you were saying before that it's like it took you forever just to drill holes in your desk, you know?
Well, that and it would involve other people. I don't like waiting for other people to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So, Nate, what did you do did you have a good 4th of July?
I did.
That's good. What did you end up doing?
I ended up going to fireworks. I went to downtown Kent, and I didn't watch fireworks there. And I went and played board games, and my friend got 3rd-degree burns in the sun because he was out there for 2 hours, and I got a elephant ear ice cream sandwich, and it was amazing.
Well, yeah.
You like those, huh, Frank?
I mean, who wouldn't?
I don't.
Yeah, well, you're fucking wrong.
I'm just messing. I do. I totally do.
There's a reason they sell them, because everyone and their brother fucking buys them.
Yep. Everyone and their fucking brother. They should pay you money for that slogan, Frank.
Yeah, everyone should pay me money. I want money. I want your own money.
I want to know what y'all niggas doing with my fucking money. What is y'all niggas doing with my fucking money? Uncle Sam, I want to know what the fuck you doing with my motherfucking money.
She just had a child.
She did.
Yes, she did.
I don't even know who that is.
That's Cardi B.
So you're saying Cardi B took the D?
What?
Maybe not. Maybe she took a turkey baster.
What?
Hmm?
What? What? What?
What?
What?
Anyway.
What?
Took a turkey baster of cum.
What?
News time, Ian?
What?
Yeah, I guess we better, huh?
What?
Before it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's been tomorrow. No, it's not. Not yet. It will be.
Dildos with all these dildos.
What?
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 The dawn of gallium oxide microelectronics.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
Ian, what's your theme with this
Frank.
article here?
Theme? You don't do news themes.
I know.
Silly. You're
What's
silly.
the gist of this?
The gist of it is you could be seeing gallium oxide as a replacement for silicone.
Explain this to the layman there.
I just did.
What the fuck is gallium oxide?
Gallium. Nate knows what gallium is, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
explain it.
it. It's a low melt temperature metal. It could pretty much melt in your hand, can it?
Yep.
No.
Melts in your mouth and in your hand.
Oh.
No, you wouldn't want to do that. Oh, dude.
Oh. I like the photo credit says Ohio. In local news,
Okay.
Ian reads about some stuff. So what are the benefits versus the current tech?
Well, I guess they pretty much basically they were saying that silicon is, they're kind of like reaching that, what would they call that? That Moore's law where technology doubles every year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying they're kind of reaching a plateau with the using silicon as a base material for that, and I guess they're going to be able to use this.
They're worried they're
Gallium
going to
oxide.
use all of the silicone on the entire planet.
Well, it's reaching the plateau as far as how small you could get it.
Right. For their newer implementations, they have to come up with a new medium because it just isn't physically capable of putting up with it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the DNA hard drives.
But they've had that.
So you want
DNA is a hard drive. It
You're
stores
looking forward
data.
to the cum hard drive?
What?
A hard drive and a turkey baster?
Jesus Christ.
No, the DNA hard drives. Affordable DNA hard drives. We could fit all of the world's data in the size of a normal hard drive.
Uh-huh.
So you could have the whole Library of Congress in a condom, then you're saying?
No, I'm saying the entire
Got
internet.
The whole world.
We could
in his
download
hand.
the entire internet on this,
Yeah.
and there'd be room left over.
What about those helium hard drives? Aren't those out yet or whatever? Helium based or whatever?
I think so. We've had multiple articles about them. I'm still not even sure. Like, you can buy a hard drive with helium in it instead of oxygen, apparently. Like those HGST or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And I think even Western Digital now makes them. I think even Seagate now. Come to think of it.
So you're saying
Ooh, Barracuda.
Copyright.
Oh, hold on there.
Frank gave it to me.
He asked for it. That's how that works. We're friends. Well, hold on then. Hold on. Since you played that, one moment, please. I had a Seagate article. Launches low-cost consumer-grade Barracuda SSD. Play the drop.
Barracuda.
Yeah. Seagate is no stranger to the world of SSDs, but has shied away from the consumer market in this era, choosing instead to focus on the enterprise market. Now that changes. The company has launched a new consumer-grade SSD, the Barracuda SSD, aimed squarely at a home consumer looking to give their PC or laptop a boost by making the switch to solid-state drives. Starting at $75, pricing is highly enticing, but there's a slight catch. The price is probably something of a giveaway, but the Barracuda SSD is a SATA 3 drive rather than a faster NVMe model. But that's not to say it's a slouch. So basically, you get a cheaper drive, it's not NVMe. If you really want NVMe, get a fucking M.2 drive anyway. But I mean,
Right.
you could stick one of these in your case. It's the size of a deck of cards and the thickness of half a deck of cards. And you don't even really have to mount it. You just stick some double stick tape on it if you really want it to not rattle around, or just throw it in there. Who cares? It's plastic.
Just.
So yeah, I mean, they're just shit's getting different and changing, man.
Shit's getting different and changing, man. This in from Frank. Back to you.
Right. So you got a little video of the gallium
I
oxide,
got a video.
but we're not going to show it because we'll get in trouble. We'll get in trouble. Pop.
Yeah, I put a the video link for that too, so people could watch the video if you're too lazy to read, which you should fucking read.
Well,
Once in a while, right, Frank?
Sure. And the video will play after the ad. So while it's doing that, I'll open another tab here.
Why don't you Google some cat pictures or something?
Because I'm going to get on the internet and type up cat. I'm sure I'll come up with nothing bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the No again. You watched another No video, didn't you?
No, this is The Seeker.
Oh,
It was a
seems
Seeker.
like the No.
Wasn't
Yeah, they
that a
kinda like
TV
it.
show? A sci-fi TV show?
I
What?
don't know.
The fuck are you talking about?
Uh-oh, 141 PUBG. Hold on. Wait for it. 141 PUBG hackers in China have been arrested this year.
Arrested?
Yeah, well,
That's
this
what it
is
says.
in China.
China.
So wait. They could be in prison and they're like, so, what are you in for? Hacking PUBG? What are you in for?
Well,
Hacking
141 of them, so it's like, oh, most of us have been arrested for that. Chinese
Yeah.
hackers who provided cheat software for PUBGs have been arrested after a joint effort from Chinese local police and media conglomerate Tencent, the publisher of PUBG in China. Crackdown at the start of the year saw 120 suspects arrested and fined for creating cheating software and hacks for the game. Reports that a further 15 hackers were arrested in April for creating hack programs and brokering transactions.
Oh, they sold it. That's a bad idea.
Police seized
Well,
200 pieces of hardware. Sorry.
Well, they made some. I just want to do this because it's like, to me, it seems kind of like extreme if you're gonna put in like hardcore pound me in the ass federal prison for, like you're just making a program that it's just like a game, I mean, the only thing I could see is like when some of them did, some of the programs that you can cheat with did make things that stole other people's like identity and stuff. Like that's what I would refer to as hacking.
Excuse me.
It's kind of misleading that they call it hacking instead of just like game cheat program.
Well, they
Programming,
made software to facilitate the game cheat. So,
Well, I don't think in the U.S. I don't think it's illegal to cheat or whatever. But I mean, maybe it is in China.
well, yeah, because they really worry about copyright laws and laws in general over there.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
I mean, the thing is, they were paid by the company. Hunt them down.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
if they paid them, then yeah, they're gonna go to jail.
Right.
I mean, I know people here in the US, they just like release free cheating stuff all the time.
Yeah.
It's not really a big deal, but I don't know. I guess when it comes to like commercializing that stuff, I guess it could be bad. I guess.
I think it's because the government got paid. I think that's how it works.
Yeah. What do you think?
Money's a
Frank?
good incentive.
Yeah.
I want money. I want your money.
Cha-ching.
All right. Sorry,
Get a
closing the
cha-ching
window.
Drop, Frank.
You know, you have
That's your
the
next-
internet too, man. You could. I'm not the
Man.
only one who can get drops. Oh, I had this story too. Nintendo hit a load your own NES emulator inside a GameCube Classic. Yeah, those two words.
Oh yeah, I know that.
GameCube
It's
and
an
Classic.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Well, Nate, I'm sure you got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, it's an Animal Crossing.
That's not a lot to say. Would you like to play? Replacing that memory gibberish with carefully crafted memory card file lets you load arbitrary NES games through Animal Crossing.
Yep.
Fans
It's
of the
'cause-
early. Go ahead.
There's specific furniture. It would give you a demo of an NES game, and you could play it for like 30 minutes. But you have to have the base emulator in there.
Emulate.
There was Game Shark cheats back in the day to remove the timer off.
Fans of the early 2000s era GameCube version of the original Animal Crossing likely remember the game, including a handful of emulated NES titles that could be played by obtaining in-game items for your house. What players back then didn't know is that the NES emulator in Animal Crossing can also be used to play any generic NES ROM stored on a GameCube memory card.
I knew that.
Security researcher James Chambers discovered the previously unused and undocumented feature buried in the original Animal Crossing game code and detailed his methodology and findings. His methodology and findings in a technically oriented Medium post this week.
Well, you guys took you long enough.
And Nate's all into the emulator stuff.
Battletoads. Oh.
Oh yeah, they're making new Battletoads.
Interesting enough, Animal Crossing's memory card access hole also leads to a buffer overflow error that can let users execute arbitrary user-defined code on the GameCube itself. One
Yes.
Animal Crossing hacker has already demoed how this method can be used to generate infinite items in a stock copy of Animal Crossing, but the same general method could load homebrew items onto the GameCube without the need for hardware mods or external cheat devices like the Game Shark.
Correct.
Nate's like, this information I approve of.
Oh no, I already knew this crap.
Chambers has released GitHub source code that lets you generate your own Animal Crossing friendly NES ROM files. You can test out those files for yourself using a virtual memory card loaded into the Dolphin emulator or an actual GameCube using special memory card hardware.
No, Nate, he's the guy to go to about all this stuff. You know all your shit, right?
Yep.
You've tried. If you say there's no way around something, you know that there's no way around something. Usually.
Yep.
Right.
By the way, did you hear about they had some kind of they got like a fully working like mods and stuff with that Mario Odyssey now?
Oh yes, I know.
I didn't include that for a thing, I don't think, but it seemed interesting.
It wasn't a thing?
No, I didn't make an article of it.
Oh, well, good are you?
I'm about as good as
Now, did they get it working on the
Wolfenstein game.
Switch, or did they get it working on the computer? That would be interesting.
yeah.
If you got it working on the computer, if if you got it working on the Switch, that would be amazing. Oh, I saw an article that interested me. So a guy took a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, they do that.
And he was playing Super Nintendo games on his Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
I think didn't we do an article about that? Frank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
What were your thoughts, Frank? Or Nate? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just thought it was interesting. So basically, all of Nintendo's systems are backwards compatible, whether they want them to be or not.
Yeah.
Because they're all based on the same software, which is why they have such crap security.
Well, how many different, like... I mean,
who cares, next?
It gets to a point where the hardware can't support it, though, anymore, right? It's too intensive.
No, not necessarily.
Like, you can't emulate, like, a Xbox game on a Nintendo, right?
Maybe.
Like, if it doesn't have enough RAM, it doesn't have enough RAM to store the textures.
You could... So if you added extra things into the component, you probably could.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you added extra stuff, but... I mean...
Harper targeted attack against 13 iPhones, dropped malicious apps via MDM.
Yeah, this was the one I was hoping Doug would be in for.
Installed hacked versions of Telegram, WhatsApp, and track users' location and SMS. In what appears to be a case of highly focused social engineering against the, small group of iPhone users, malicious actors managed to get 13 iPhones registered on their rogue mobile device management (MDM) servers, and then pushed out applications that allowed the hackers to track the locations of the phones and read victims' SMS messages.
It's already been fucking fixed. Fucking next.
Yeah. Been fixed. Next. Or who gives a shit? They're working on it. They're the best. They'll fix their software. I mean, if everything is stored in the cloud anyway, and they figure out how to push, stuff to a phone.
Cloud Bleed's a thing.
What?
You guys don't know about Cloud Bleed?
It's called Rain,
Yeah.
Nate.
No, it's called Cloud Bleed. Go on Urban Dictionary, look up Cloud Bleed.
No, I would, but Urban Dictionary is murdered out.
Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of, because I was just thinking about murdering out like the website theme and stuff. Did you change up your stylish yet?
Nah,
Right?
nah,
Did you get
dog.
that working? Because I
Nah,
you
dog,
said you were
nah.
gonna do that shit.
Yeah, I ain't done nothing. I played some video games and I went to bed, dog. I really only mess with my computer on the weekends because I have no concept of time. I come in and say, "Let me do something real quick," and then I look, I'm like, "Fuck! I've been sitting here 4 hours."
And Nate's
then
like
I-
that, right?
Yep.
No, I can't do that shit. And then I got to get up for work in like 2. Nah, son. Nah, can't do it.
But yeah, there was a new. Well, it's not new, but it's like there's an extension called Stylish that you can get for Firefox and Chrome, where you can like skin different websites and stuff.
That's kind of nifty.
Yeah, and like it I guess the developers changed hands or they were sold or whatever, but they now it tracks people's like every website you go to and stuff now if you have that extension installed.
That's not cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so there's a fork of it that's basically doing the same thing, but who knows if that's even not doing shit.
So, have any of you guys tried the new location-based game that premiered today?
What, Pokemon Dildo?
No, it's a Walking Dead game.
Oh, no.
No.
Nah, I don't want nowhere.
We said they have a new Pokemon Go thing out or coming out or whatever?
Yeah.
We gonna get on that too?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the Walking Dead thing?
The Walking Dead thing was actually pretty good because you can play it while you're driving.
That's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah. Or are you looking at the screen, or does it like...
Zombies are attacking you, and you need to tap the screen in order to fire the firearms that you get from the safe houses to mow down the zombies. Otherwise, the zombies eat your brains. And you work on teams, so it's co-op. And then you build locations.
And then you die.
The locations can get attacked by zombies, but if you clear out the zombies, it builds up like barbed wire fences. And then you clear objectives as a team together. And then you rescue survivors and then drop them off at the safe houses. And then you get more cards that upgrade your perks and weapons and characters and stuff.
I think I know. You're saying that you can, like, if you're a passenger in the car, you're moving in the car, you're still able to play and stuff.
Yes, which is nice.
And then, my friend, you die, man.
Not as a passenger.
No, I said passenger.
And then, my friend, you die, man.
Well, everyone's got to die sometime.
Yeah, like if you were playing Pokemon Go, if you were sitting in the back of the car, you really couldn't do much, could you?
Nope.
They go, no, get your ass out and walk.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole point of the game, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to get out and walk and socialize.
Socialize, no.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point. People wanted to, it was like, so you could have social interactions. And...
No. They would have a chat room if they wanted you to socialize. Walking Dead has a chat room.
Socializing. It's funny. Every time I go into Nate's apartment, it's like dark even during the day.
Yeah.
Like his windows are always closed. It's never
murdered out.
Like actual sunlight. Yeah. No, it's blacked out.
I was thinking about painting. I wish we could paint our walls. I would paint them the black 2.0 color.
You would?
Yeah, I would. I'd paint it only on the corners so people would run into the corners because I think that's hilarious.
Would you put the glow-in-the-dark stars on there too?
No, I'd only paint the corners in the black 2.0 so you can't see the shape of the corner, so you'd run into the corner. Because that's funny.
Right. I think it would be cool if you at least do like the floor in it, so it looks like you're standing on nothing.
Oh yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, do like a hole.
Okay. Frank doesn't understand, so look up the black 2.0. Just.
I understand the concept, guys. I just don't care.
Oh, you
I get what you're
Frank.
saying. No, I don't care. I'm getting what you're saying. I just don't give a shit.
Oh, they have a car?
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna screen share. And Frank's gonna look.
I can look, doesn't mean I'm gonna give a shit.
Yeah. That's not like Photoshopped or nothing.
That's just Judge Doom's Acme hole in the wall.
Yeah, like this way you talk about you paint something.
Yeah.
Wow. What was that? You were saying there was a car?
Yeah, it's a black 2.0 car.
Hold on.
When you type it in.
That would be pretty freaky, huh? Yeah, I saw a thread about it, like, they're saying, would that even be illegal?
I mean, I've seen guys who, like, want to paint their whole car chrome and, do their whole car with chrome, and they're like, no, you would blind everybody and you get in so many accidents. Like, even doing your own dash in chrome would be fucking stupid because all it takes is a sunny day and you're fucking blind.
Well, I think that's illegal, isn't it, doing chrome? Because it's like a... In some states, it's like a it messes with other people driving.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have spinners because they think your car is still moving when it's not, and they'll run into you.
Yeah. Well, I know in Ohio, it's like they're really bad with the, or really strict with the tinted windows, right?
Oh yeah, they'll make you peel it off.
like most Ohio cops actually carry like light meters with them so they can test to see how much light passes through the windshields. It is pretty crazy.
Maybe I'll paint the windshields in black 2.0.
So, Adobe plans to bring full version of Photoshop to the iPad next year. I don't know why they're fucking even thinking about that, because it's going to be subscription based, and it's bad enough. Like, it's not gonna. I can
I was
understand.
hoping to get Ben's take on this. I wasn't sure if you even had an opinion about it, because it's, you know, something for work. Frankly, I don't care about that shit.
Well, like
Next.
Like Ben has a Clip Studio Paint mobile, but you got to pay separate to get the mobile version, and it's subscription based. I mean, an iPad, if it were like the Surface Pro was more fully functional of a device versus the iPad is still technically a mobile. It's like a big phone.
So the OS was more of like a desktop OS. You're saying, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, a Surface is still at its heart, it's a Windows device. So I mean, it's a really, you know, it's like a laptop kind of. I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, they're just,
You don't know how. You're not sure how that's gonna pan out.
I'm gonna say badly, sir, because
So like,
everything
if they did this for Android, do you think it would be just as bad?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because I mean, why would you pay extra for a stripped down version of? You know, already, you're, huh?
He wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. People wouldn't buy it. Like, why? As it is, if you get an iPad and you want Clip Studio, you're getting the mobile version, and then if you want, you know, if you want Adobe Photoshop, just the regular version, you got to pay for a monthly service, and then if you want the digital, you know, the iOS version, you got to buy it again. And is that going to be a monthly fucking service? I doubt they're going to let you just buy it once.
So you don't think they're gonna let you, like, if you bought it for the computer, you don't think they're gonna let you use that also?
No. That's
Oh,
no.
gosh, no.
No, why would they do that,
Agree.
Ian? Clip Studio Paint, you have to buy it the monthly subscription just for the mobile version. Never mind that you own the fucking desktop version. So no, they're yeah. No, between Adobe and Apple, yeah, there's some greed in there. They want your money. They're not a big company because they're fucking giving shit away for free. How long did it take them to give
I
out?
wanna know what y'all niggas doing with my fucking money. What?
Yeah.
How long did it take them to give out CS2 for free?
Right.
Like, what, was it just a couple years ago you can get it? I mean, no.
Do you think it's just another money grab for them, though? I mean,
yeah, it's
yeah, for sure.
Yes, it's trying to cash in on a market they think is there, but
it's not.
Because I mean, the Apple Pen or Apple Pencil, yes, there are people that draw on the fucking thing, but
yeah, Ben has that, right? That's
yeah,
what he uses the Clip Studio on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, he got it because there was a discount where he could get it. I'm like, no, I'm not buying a fucking expensive ass device. Pay $100 for a plastic stylus, and then have to buy. No, fuck that. No. Mm-mm. A G-Pies FCC doesn't want to hear your complaints unless you pay them $225. Right. Well, we don't have Ben here, who's actually the only one of us who would pay money for it, and he probably would say, "Oh fuck no."
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Actually, what do you think, Nate, about the drawing stuff? Like, aren't you borrowing that Huion monitor that you were supposed to have for your Lenny, your cousin?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How is that? Have you been messing around on that?
I played around with it a little bit.
Yeah, because you were liking. Did you get the ZBrush on there or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you mess around with that character thing, like the what do you call it, like the blobs or whatever, the Z
Metaballs? Yeah.
Metaballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that going?
That I like the Metaballs. That's a really useful tool.
Yeah. But didn't you have to get like a stripped down version, like the ZBrush
Pro?
4?
Yeah. Not the Pro though. Yeah. So
Right.
we have a stripped down version.
That's cool. Anyways, continue, Frank, because I'm sure you probably had the similar articles,
Yes.
or maybe these exact ones.
Yes. Ajit Pai and the Republican-controlled Federal Communications Commission successfully rolled back Barack Obama-era net neutrality guidelines earlier this year, but they're not done screwing with customers yet. According to The Verge, the FCC is now mulling a plan that could ensure its staff will only review complaints against telecoms after the complainant has paid a $225 fee. It could be pushed through as soon as Thursday. Per The Verge, Democratic Senator Frank Pallone and Mike Doyle of the House Energy and Commerce Committee have penned a letter to Pai saying they are deeply concerned with the proposed rules change, which would allow the FCC to route free informal complaints directly to service providers' customer service departments without being viewed by the FCC staff. The FCC says this is streamlining the process.
Bull.
Yeah, I also included a TechDirt article on it because they had a little bit different view on it, but they said the FCC's sneaky plan to make it easier to ignore ISP complaints.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they're not very good at lying. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're not bad. They lie all the time. So it's not like they, are bad that they lie. They're lying all the time, and they're bad at it. Well, let me find. I had a whole bunch of articles that were similar to this here. Let me find them. I lumped them together.
You lump of shit.
Doesn't want to.
Is, man.
Want to hear complaints? Not this exact article, but while we're talking about FCC, FCC blames faint comment flood on system it recently spent millions modernizing. Because if you remember, they got a bunch of fake comments. And Larry, U.S. Senators, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai proposed a plan to rebuild and re-engineer the Commission's electronic comment filing system to provide safeguards against abusive conduct. That sounds like a great idea, but one has to wonder what the FCC was doing over the past few years, if not building a comment system engineered to protect against misuse. So basically, yeah, what the fuck were they doing? What are y'all doing with my motherfucking money?
What niggas doing with my fucking money? Uncle Sam, I wanna know what the fuck you doing with my motherfucking money.
That's such a great clip.
Who is that?
That's Cardi B.
He just said it before, Cardi B.
Who's Cardi B?
That was her.
That's what I said.
But yeah,
who's Cardi B?
Oh Jesus!
Isn't she a rapper or something?
What's a rapper?
No more questions.
Right. Says professionally known as Cardi B is an American rapper born and raised in the Bronx. So yeah. But yeah, the FCC
basically the FCC people are complaining, and the FCC is like,
give me $225.
Right. They're like, they're doing the pay to complain route, because they basically say, we want to pretend like they don't exist. I know if they only pay, then they don't really, they're not going to care anymore. They're going to drop it. Because
even if you pay, what's that going to get you? Because they're not really even going to do anything.
Right, they're going to say,
nah.
They're going to go, nah, that just sucks. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, what did your complaint even do before,
I mean, well, what else has Pai done before? He ignored questions from U.S. senators over bogus cyber attack claims. Look at that fucking face. You gonna see? I'll fucking punch him.
I'm fucking you.
Right. And go ahead.
This is why I think powerful positions like this in the government, any kind of senators or whatever, that shouldn't there be term limits on big government things?
Absolutely.
Positions,
I mean, there are to some extent, and they're working a lot more as they show up. Because senators,
he could be in there for as long as he wants, right?
He's appointed. He doesn't have to run, right? I mean, the next president could say, "Get the fuck out of here." So I don't know. But see, then it only depends on Congress. Like Obama suggested that they appoint a new person to the Supreme Court, and basically it just came down to what the fuck was turkey neck motherfucker Mitch McConnell. No, I don't want him. No. Anyway, but here's something else the FCC did. They vote to open C-band for wireless broadband. Invoking JAWS, Pi talks up needing for a bigger spectrum boat. The FCC has unanimously voted to find ways to open the C-band spectrum, 3.7 to 4.2 gigahertz, for terrestrial wireless use, either all the 500 megahertz or some portion of it, and through either an incentive or capacity auctions, a market mechanism where incumbents voluntarily strike deals to reduce their footprint of some other means.
Where do you think we'd be without the FCC just not being there?
Well, they're trying to push a lot of their actual duties to the FTC, for the Federal Trade Commission, saying it's just their job. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they're not gonna regulate shit. That was the whole thing with the net neutrality. They're gonna be like, they're gonna try to like monitor some of that stuff going on, like with the ISPs and everything, but they're not really gonna be able to do much. I don't think.
Year-old router bug exploited to steal sensitive DoD drone tank documents.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really didn't get a chance to read a whole lot of this article, but I wonder if this is kind of related to the whole router exploit, that Russian thing.
Basically, my guess is they had some old router that had some default master password, and they used that when they wirelessly connected to something with their drone to pilot it over their laptop, and then they're like, oh, here's the default master password that's on the back of the router that they didn't change because they didn't hire a tech guy. So then they stole the drone, and then they stole tank documents.
It fucking runs on XP. It's crazy.
It's like on that Cobra Kai show where he brought the laptop and he's like, my password is password.
Yeah.
What was it? This kind of password an idiot would have on his luggage. Change the code on my luggage.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of those things are, like a lot of infrastructure stuff and things we depend on are, like outdated. So it's like like you said, XP. In
May, a hacker pursuing vulnerable systems with the Shodan search engine found a Netgear router with a known vulnerability and came away with the contents of a U.S. Air Force captain's computer. The purloined files from the captain, the officer in charge of the 402nd Aircraft Maintenance Squadron's MQ-9 Reaper Aircraft Maintenance Unit at Creech Air Force Base, Nevada, included export-controlled information regarding Reaper drone maintenance. The hacker took the documents to a dark web marketplace where he planned on selling them for a few $100s. And it's there that analysis from Recorded Future, an information security threat intelligence company, discovered them. You imagine, you're like, guys, I got something. This is Air Force bullshit here. The vulnerability, which makes it possible for an attacker to remotely execute commands and gain access to the root directory of the router via FTP, was disclosed by Netgear over a year ago. Discoverable by searching Shodan for devices with Internet Protocol port 21 open and response text including 214 admin_login. They're telling how to fucking do it. So if they didn't if they didn't fix it, it's going to happen again. Good job. This time we're safe, but all they have to do is fly over this one little area, and then all of our secrets will be revealed.
That was the whole thing. Like, it's like, what?
It is purloined again, by the way. It's right here. And it's like a 12-year-old wrote this article.
Well, it's just like a lot of these exploits, like all that. I remember the processor you know, like the Spectre thing with the processors that exploit, like everybody when it first came out, everybody's talking about it and everything. It's like that that shit gets spread, and unfortunately, it's like it gets attention to it. You know, even if people they just found an exploit in there, that didn't mean people knew about it, but now they will. You know.
Spectre? I got a story about Spectre. Google's.
You mean James Bond Spectre?
Google's fixing increases Chrome RAM usage by 10%. So yeah, basically to fix it, the fix has to up their RAM usage because you know it's
It's not like it took a lot of RAM before.
Right. You know, it what you use barely any. If you don't remember this cartoon here,
Yeah.
For the layman, there's a man, there's Chrome, and Chrome eats the RAM, and then the RAM becomes part of Chrome.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes.
That's why I uninstalled a lot of my extensions just so it didn't take up as much, you know.
Yeah. Well, it keeps every tab open as its own fucking instance, and very soon you go to your active shit and you're like, why the fuck is it so? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think they would be able to optimize that a lot better. I guess they don't have much of an optimization team, do they?
They don't give a shit.
They just want it to work.
Right. But I just thought since you mentioned Spectre, see, I piggyback on that.
You did.
Was that your last article?
Yeah, that was.
Oh. Nate, did you have any opinions on the old drone router?
If you have a router that has a default admin password, you should change it.
Hmm. Need to get Tim Allen going.
Yeah, you need to do, Frank.
Okay.
Nate's his opinion.
I don't give a f.
What?
I
Okay.
don't give a fuck.
Hey, you bet you can't find that other one where it's not bleep.
All right, so are you ready for my stories?
Almost.
Hold on,
No,
this
I
just
am.
then I gotta type it. Just a ribbon here. Okay.
No, we're only doing one ribbon.
Kids don't know
you
what. Kids don't know what the fucking ribbon is.
No, my brother literally did not know what a typewriter was. I asked him a while ago. He's only he's 15 now, but
I watched a video about the rapper. What
the
fuck
rapper,
was
the
it?
rapper.
No,
I like
no,
that game.
no. This was
Nate likes rapper, the rapper, don't you, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
Now go,
This
Frank.
is-
I'm sorry.
This is some new fucking rapper that I didn't even know. And
You
he's
gotta
like,
believe.
he's 18, right? And they said, also, he doesn't know what Pinky and the Brain is. And they showed a clip where someone was interviewing him, and they said, do you like Pinky and the Brain? He's like, what's that? And I'm like, what the fuck? What? You
Fuck you.
Right. But anyway, Bethesda
I'm
will,
18. Time to do
Bethesda
porno.
will stop re-releasing The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim when fans stop buying it.
Skyrim drop. What?
Yeah, basically, you know, it's become a joke. They're like, what are they going to fucking re-release it on this time? And they re-released it on the, you know, for the Echo and all that. And this is actually basically a quote from Todd Howard, because he's like,
I would buy that on the Echo.
You would?
It's there. No, it's a real thing.
Wait, what?
You saw?
Yeah,
okay,
it's real.
Hold on,
I
you
saw
saw?
a
not
trailer. I
fucking
thought that was a
Yeah.
joke.
No, that's it's a real thing. He's like, yeah, we didn't say it, but it's totally a real thing. Yeah, you can buy it. I don't even know if it. I don't.
Is it only good on the
Hold on.
that Echo show or whatever where you can see?
No,
It has a screen.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's pretty much like
No, because he was talking to the old school Echo.
I saw, and I
what
thought
are
that
you
was a
doing
joke.
with it? Like you just
Okay.
like, hear audio or something then when you're playing it?
Hold on. Here you go. Everyone thought Skyrim coming to Amazon's Alexa was a joke, but you can actually download the game for your Echo.
Oh snap! I gotta rehook up my Echo.
Amazon's Alexa just
you
added
disconnected it?
Yeah, because I couldn't play Skyrim on it. I was pissed.
Yeah, no, another because I watched a video where they did a follow-up interview after the thing to ask more questions, and he's like, "Yeah, we didn't come out and say it during E3, but yeah, it's totally a real thing. We joked, and yeah, you can actually get it."
Where do you get it at?
Fans, hold on. Fans and students uploaded videos of themselves playing Skyrim Very Special Edition. Appears to harken back to the text-based MUD and tabletop role-playing games, with Alexa serving as the dungeon master and giving prompts like, "A bug crab scuttles towards you," to which the player responds with voice commands like, "You shout." You play by tapping Alexa's circular icon on any Amazon installed device and saying, "Alexa, open Skyrim." You can also go to the product page and enable it on your devices. So there you go, Nate. There's something to do when you get home.
Yeah. I'm playing Skyrim on my Alexa.
Man, the times they are a change. But no, like, basically, I mean, they were like, "Yeah, you know, we're going to keep re-releasing it because why the hell wouldn't you, like, make it better? If people are going to buy it, you know, they'd be dumb to not just print their own money."
They should just make more DLC for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it already has high-res texture packs that are more, you know, storage space than the actual game.
Oh, no. Like, I've seen the actual real high-res texture packs, and I remember I lagged, on the normal game it was on 120 frames, and I lagged it down to 10 frames. It was magical.
The human eye can only see 30 anyway. No. Millions still play Skyrim every month, Todd Howard says. If you want us to stop releasing it, stop buying it. I mean, it's true. People are fucking playing it.
Yeah, for the mods.
So,
yeah, Final Fantasy 15. Do any of you guys play that?
Nah.
So it's got multiplayer and it's got mods now.
Yeah, that's great. By the way, I figured Doug would get here, so I want to throw this in here. Wasteland 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Why?
Make sure it doesn't fall out of your pocket. See what I did there? Because Wasteland was the original inspiration for Fallout, see? So. Wasteland 2, the sequel to the classic computer role-playing game first released in 1988, is coming to Nintendo Switch. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut will be available this August. In Exile Entertainment first launched Wasteland 2 as a Kickstarter project in 2012. The effort was led by Interplay founder Brian Fargo, one of the people who will go on to create the original Fallout. The campaign raised more than $2.9 million. So, I mean... Oh. And Exile reached out to let Polygon know the Wasteland 2 Director's Cut will not make use of the touchscreen on the Nintendo Switch. We've edited the original article to reflect these changes. So, I don't know. I mean, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know why you'd want it on the Switch, but sure. I mean, get people playing that. Okay.
They'll put anything on the Switch. It's amazing.
Hey, Nate, I got one for you, though, since, like I said, since Doug's not here. In 2018, a PC game is being made in DOS. MS-DOS, the fucking ads, the text-based operating system people used to use before Windows took over the planet, was how PC games were played in ancient times. It's been dead for decades, but one developer figures 2018 is a good time as any to make a brand new game for it. Having raised $100,000 in Kickstarter, David Murray, I have a buddy named David Murray, is hard at work for Planet X3, a strategy game that's going to run on operating system. First released in 1981.
MS-DOS is not dead. You take that back.
Dead in old system.
See, this is totally a good article to piss Doug off.
Yeah.
Why does he like DOS?
No, but they said it's dead, and I'm sure he hates current Windows, so...
Your problem was the Windows part.
All you gotta be is like C semicolon backslash like C users / directory / game / whatever whatever .exe and not make any typos and enter and you're good to go.
Well, anyway.
So don't make any typos on that gibberish that you just said.
Right. So Floyd, the guy that came on our show last time.
Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah. He's a big fan. He wants to play Anthem when it comes out. So I
was looking at that.
Huh?
I was looking at that.
But I showed him, I was like, yeah, the E3 trailer, going at 60 frames a second, was playing on 2 GTX 1080 Ti's.
Oh, geez. Are you kidding?
Nope. So...
It's going to be like 20 frames per second.
Yeah, on a Xbox, it's not going to run near as smooth. It says, game being optimized until shipment. And I sent him that, and he's like, well, everything's, they always play it on a computer when they show the trailer. That's just how they do it. I'm like, uh-huh. What I'm saying is, to get 4K 60, they had to use 2 1080s, TIs, which are the current highest price, almost sought-after graphics card at the moment.
Yeah, he's always spotting whether the Xbox
like
has
art.
lots of teraflops of computing.
I said, I'm like, it's an APU, right? So.
Yeah, that's all an Xbox One is. Even the newest one is just an APU, I guess.
Right.
Destiny fans raised $50,000 in 30 minutes, forcing charity stream hosts to tattoo their butts.
Why did you add this one?
Because Floyd played Destiny, and I thought the story was kind of funny. Live stream host.
Okay, what do they have to tattoo on their butts?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Live stream host Pope Bear and Patrick Holtzman Casey are getting some new ink. Update: Guardian Con recently passed 2.1 million raised for St. Jude Children's Hospital Research Hospital. You can watch the cherry live stream yourself. Where's the damn? GA Game Convention. With many streamers offering amusing donation milestones like shaving their eyebrows or wearing flamboyant cosplay. At the time of writing, the event has raised over 1.7. For example, he donated. The streamer himself is known for generosity. During the Con 2016 example, he donated $6,000 to Destiny 2 YouTuber Dado using his segment. Reached out to Pope Bear. $25,000 donation was epic and made the possibility of reaching 100K very real, he said. Doesn't say what they had to get on their butts.
Right?
Showing a bunch of tweets. I don't know. It's a good headline, if anything.
Twats?
No, that's our show. Well, hey, Nate, you probably played the original Portal, right?
Yep.
Kind of sad that there's only 2 of them.
They're not making a third one. They can't.
Well,
Why?
It's a Valve rule.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fans are expanding Portal's universe even if Valve won't.
Ooh.
Valve released Portal 2 in 2011, and that's the last time players returned. Goddamn ads. Fucking. Returned to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center, except as a backdrop for demoing new VR tech. The dream for exploring beyond the end of the second game has been kept alive, though, thanks to mods. The latest of them, Destroyed Aperture, has been 2 years in the making. It's been developed by Dan Creations, a group of 13 people who began working on the project back in 2015 out of love for Portal's world and the unique sorts of physical puzzles conjured there. They recently shared more information and a ton of screenshots of the 95% complete expansion on Mod Database with an eye towards releasing this fall. Free on Steam for everyone who already owns Portal 2, Destroyed Aperture will include a 5-hour, 5-chapter campaign encompassing over 20 new maps and 30 new logic-based puzzles.
Interesting.
And this is something like a bunch. How many people did this?
13 people.
Oh wow! And they were working together on it.
Yeah.
Who
Yep.
was
You gotta have a
this?
team.
Was it like a small company or was it like?
No, that's what my database is.
No, there was a name here. Hold on. They released it to Mod Database. It was developed by Dan Creations. Go to their Mod Database page. Yeah, see?
A lot of my database things get shut down
Oh, yeah.
How is that?
because they never asked for copyright.
Yeah, it depends. If they used original, like the people who made the Fallout mod who were trying to put Fallout 1 and Fallout New Vegas or whatever, they basically took the original in-game audio instead of re-recording it, and they're like, no, you can't do that. You'll get shut down.
Yep.
And I had one here just to piss Doug off, by the way. It was in defense of asset flips on Steam. Because he hates those. He hates them so bad.
Yeah.
What?
Because, you know, asset flips, they get a bunch of assets and make a game really quick. This guy did an article in defense of them. But, you know, someone's not here to get all mad
Yeah.
and stomp his fists. So I'm going to talk about
He's
the
getting
internet.
swole.
Probably. You know how we like the internet, right?
Right.
Well, I don't want to get political, but here's something. Trump's Supreme Court pick, ISPs have First Amendment right to block websites.
What?
President Trump's Supreme Court nominee argued last year that net neutrality rules violate the First Amendment's rights of internet service providers by preventing them from exercising editorial control over internet content. Trump's pick is Brett Kavanaugh, a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. The D.C. Circuit twice upheld the net neutrality rules passed by FCC Communications under former Chairman Tom Wheeler, despite Kavanaugh's dissent. In another tech-related case, Kavanaugh ruled that the National Security Agency's bulk collection of telephone metadata is legal. While current FCC Chairman Ajit Pai eliminated the net neutrality rules, Kavanaugh could help restrict the FCC's authority to regulate internet providers as a member of the Supreme Court. Broadband industry lobby groups have continued to seek Supreme Court review of the legality of Wheeler's net neutrality rules even after Pai's repeal. Wheeler's rules, which prohibited blocking, throttling, and paid prioritization, were upheld by the D.C. Circuit in a 2-1 panel decision in 2016. And again, when the full court denied the broadband industry's petition for an en banc rehearing in 2017. Where's the quote that he says here? Oh, I'm skipping ahead a little bit here. The rule transforms the internet by imposing common carrier obligations on internet service providers and thereby prohibiting the internet service providers from exercising editorial control over the content they transmit to consumers, Kavanaugh wrote. Under Supreme Court precedents, the First Amendment bars the government from restricting editorial discretion of internet service providers, absent a showing that an internet service provider processes market power in a relevant geographic market. Kavanaugh wrote, here, however, the FCC has not even tried to make a market power showing. Therefore, under the Supreme Court's precedents applying the First Amendment, the net neutrality rule violates the First Amendment. Then he did a liken where he compared it to a cable provider could decide what channels to show so that ISP should decide what websites to censor. No, you fucking idiots. No.
Well, I mean, on the extreme end, some people think that the government shouldn't even be, like, shouldn't mess in the private sector as far as, like...
Yeah, the market should handle itself, is what they think. I have a buddy like that.
No, well, hold on. I didn't get...
Go ahead.
Done talking. I was saying some people think that the government shouldn't even regulate, like, stores. Like, if you don't want to sell to black people or something, they think that you should still be able to make that decision.
No. Like, when the payday lenders thing came out and they were like, yeah, they're charging, like, loan shark high rates and everyone's going fucking broke. He said, oh, no, they shouldn't regulate that. If you don't want to pay,
yeah, they should.
This is what my dumbass friend who voted for Trump said. He said they shouldn't regulate it. If you don't want to pay 20% interest, you shouldn't fucking get it. Yeah, because, everyone who's in a bind makes good decisions, especially with credit, you fucking idiot. That's why you can't afford anything. Because no one can pay fucking anything. We're all broke.
Nate, do you think stores should get to decide if they don't sell to, like, anybody?
No, I don't think they should, because we're all human.
We reserve the right to refuse service to anybody. I've seen that sign in stores.
Yeah, I think it's BS.
Yeah. Well, that's the sad, angry news. But I have a happy internet news. You guys want to be happy?
Sure, we've kind of had a lot of Debbie Downers on this show tonight.
Oh. Hold on, let me see if this is Debbie Downerton. Why bury broadband fiber when you can just glue it to the road? Traxile, a DC-based startup, hopes their patent... Fucking ad, go away. Hope their patented resin will provide more options for building affordable internet infrastructure. One of the biggest trolls... Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know when we're supposed to get roads where that'll be able to charge the cars, or the electrical grid is going through the roads and stuff.
One of the biggest troubles when closing the digital divide is cost. It's really expensive to dig trenches and run fiber optic cable out of the far rural reaches of the country. So a new startup has patented an idea they hope will bring down costs significantly and help bridge the gap, gluing fiber to the blacktop. Quote, my dad lives out in a rural part of Virginia, and he was having trouble getting good internet connectivity, so there was the impetus of the whole idea. Daniel Turner, the startup's founder and CEO, told me over the phone. I looked at what infrastructure is already connecting all of us, and it hit me. It's the roads. Turner's DC-based startup, first reported on by the blog Government Technology, has patented a technique that uses a blend of resins to stick fiber optic cables along roadways and protect them from weather and traffic. Inspired by his sister, who is a pediatric dentist, Turner adopted the same kind of UV-cured resin used for teeth fillings and combined it with methacrylate, an ultra-tough resin developed in Europe as an alternative to paint to use for road markings. By removing the need to dig or get access to telephone poles, Turner believes he can greatly reduce the cost of installing fiber to the premise infrastructure in hard-to-reach places. The cost eliminates for laying fiber. Cost estimates for laying fiber varies depending on the region and terrain, but it can cost as much as $100 per foot. Turner thinks with scale, his technique can cost as little as $5 per foot to install.
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely would be a good thing, because, like I said, if they could put, like, the electrical grid system in the roads too, that would be a lot better, because, like, look at the rudimentary primitive system we have now of just, like, dangling dangerous wires up in the air,
or dug in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, what are we still doing here in 2018?
Right, we gotta have flying cars. I mean, the fiber optic is literally just a plastic piece of plastic that the light shines through. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And
I mean, eventually they're going to be putting fiber optic, like, that's going to be, instead of transmitting electrical signals, it's going to, I think we did an article on, like, photon-based electronics or whatever, where it's using fiber optics to transmit everything in your computer instead,
I mean, my amp is, using optical, and
Yeah.
it's, it's stupid easy and great. I love it.
Yeah.
So,
but I think this is definitely a step forward. What I'd like to see with the roads. The only problem is like we'll have to see like. I mean, I don't know why we chose like cement and stuff for roads instead of like other resins and like other flexible things that don't like
I mean, it's
fracture and stuff. We'll have to see how long term this would play out with things,
Yeah, I mean,
repairing them and stuff like that.
Roads have been around for a long time, is the thing. And depending on the area, it's just what you can get.
Right.
But
if some people they just have like some towns their road is just dirt or gravel,
I live on a brick road.
Yeah.
So, and that's it's because it's a historic district, and people want that stupid shit. I hate it. Nate, what do you think of this story?
Hey, if we were living, I would say it would be pretty easy. They probably would have already had something like that in there if they could, if our country really cared about the infrastructure. But like you said, you're still on a brick road, so.
I feel like
it's
we're the only country that still has above ground power lines.
What?
We're the only country with above ground power lines, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my neighborhood, Ian. That's all just cosmetic. People actually made a thing. Bring back the brick, keep it. And I'm like, why? I get it. You live in an old house and you want it to look old. Fuck you. I want to drive my car down the street without fucking the shit warps. Worse than a dirt road. It sucks.
Well, like, where do you think? Obviously, we need a lot more money put into our aging infrastructure with things. I mean, where do you think that the government could actually take? Like, would you rather?
I wouldn't mind a government.
Areas?
If the government decided to dip their toes in this, I'd buy into a government-run internet. Are you kidding me? I'm sure it would run better than anything Verizon could put out. Especially if it's fiber optic. How could they fuck it up?
Yeah, but like if you were president, like where would you take from though? Just like all the money they're putting in, like like defense and stuff, or
no, the wall that's going to be a fence that you can see through.
Yeah,
Mexico's going to pay for it. Please pay for it. Just say you're going to pay for it. No, their new presidents. By the way, have you seen the guy that won?
No.
The last two guys weren't. I mean, even the ex guy that wasn't even in when Trump was president. He said, "Oh no, we're not going to pay for that fucking wall." And the current president said, "No, we're not going to pay for the wall." The new guy that they just elected, oh hell no, he's not going to pay for the wall. He's the Trump of fucking Mexico. So,
yeah.
Well,
Nate hit it on the nail on the head. It's like we have an aging infrastructure, and other countries have trains that go like 200-300 miles an hour, right?
Well, like they said, they're trying to bring back coal jobs in 2018 and steam fucking battleships because it's old technology. And no, you idiot! It's 2018. By the way, Netflix is killing desktop reviews. I saw this and my first thought was they have desktop reviews. I never fucking read them. I just recently learned how to give a thumbs. First it was stars, then I learned how to give a thumbs up, or was it thumbs up, thumbs down, then stars, or which do they do? I can't remember.
Oh, I forget.
Because basically it was like everyone was giving thumbs down to the same things and like spamming it basically. And the shit that they were trying to push, like the original Netflix comedy specials, like Amy Schumer's The Leather special, got really bad ratings, which is sad because her other stuff is great. People just didn't like that one.
It's great.
They're great. And so they changed their rating system so it wouldn't reflect negatively, I guess, on their originals. And then they decided, well, we're going to get rid of the desktop reviews. And like I said, I've never fucking used it. Oh, yeah. Your critical analysis of Stranger Things you wrote at work during your lunch breaks while everyone else was on vacation? The one you submitted on Netflix desktop site? Yeah, well, it's getting deleted pretty soon. Netflix says declining usage has led it to retire the written review feature. You've got until July 30th to leave a review, though all of your astute observations and critiques will be disappearing around the middle of August. Hope you like thumbs instead. I mean, so
Yeah. That reminds me, I have on my queue. I was gonna tell you I'm gonna be watching Pulp Fiction here, and then the
good.
Godfather trilogy.
Oh, good. You're gonna get off the show and go watch Pulp Fiction? Is that how you're gonna do it?
It depends on what Nate wants to watch.
What do we got?
Oh, I don't.
Pulp Fiction. You're
We
watching
got a
Pulp
bunch
Fiction.
of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, right after you watch Pulp Fiction, you can watch whatever you want. Right after you eat your
Do
broccoli,
you,
you can.
do you recommend that the Godfather after that? Because I still haven't seen that.
I haven't watched all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it. A lot of people love it. I just never got into it. But I also didn't get into your Iron Man, so who the fuck cares what I say? By the way, do you know there now is just one Blockbuster left in the U.S.?
I saw this.
The last 2 Blockbuster stores in Alaska are shutting down their doors for good next week, according to the Anchorage Daily News, which means there is just one remaining relic of the video rental giant still up and operating in the entire U.S. One in Bend, Oregon. That lasted 2 stores in Alaska. Yeah. One in the city of Anchorage and one in Fairbanks that will officially close up shop on Monday, July 16th, despite John Oliver's attempts to keep them alive by sending the stores memorabilia from Russell Crowe movies. Yeah,
Dude,
it was.
Just let it go, dude. It's gone.
They were still doing
dead.
okay in Alaska for a minute because there's no high-speed internet in Alaska. So to watch anything, you had to rent a video.
John Oliver is just like he's seeing a movie. He's like the guy that keeps pumping on the chest. He like breathe.
You have any thoughts there, Nate Dogg?
On the fact of the aging infrastructure or the Blockbuster?
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster needs to die.
It's like I say, dude, they're dead already.
How come Family Video is still going?
Because they're not family, they sell porno.
They don't sell it; they rent it.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way, Firefox will soon play nice with Windows 10's color themes.
Oh, really?
Windows offers 2 color themes, light and dark, and whichever you choose, Firefox will soon respect that decision and change itself to match. Ooh.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, so I figured that'd be relevant to your interest. I don't give a shit about Firefox anymore, so. But, you know, I has friends, and I figured I would help them. Even if they are going to destroy themselves.
The Hangouts, I don't think there's, as far as being on the air with them, I don't think is working, because I remember that it was like, it would take you to some kind of meetings or something instead.
Nice.
But by the way, did you have an article on that Time Warner merger? Because I didn't include that, but I figured that you probably had an article on it or something.
Nah. The government wants to appeal it. They go, no, God damn it, we said that you can't. Yeah, that's basically all.
The DOJ was appealing, and then the CEO of the AT&T was like, bring it on.
Bring it, bitch. Brittany, bitch. By the way, here's some stuff on hardware. There was recently, you could get an ASRock 580 8 gig and a motherboard for $300 on Newegg.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That looks like a pretty good deal, because what is that motherboard, like $100 or
well, the
70 or something like that?
The original 580 MSRP was $240, so the value of this deal comes from the free motherboard, which is $89.99 motherboard. Basically, get it for free.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I don't know how long this deal lasts, because it said get it today, but then I saw it the next day. So, but I mean, go ahead.
Do you have an article on the? Oh, you might have done it already. I forget. Since we were talking about hard drives and stuff, the deal master or whatever with the Evo hard drive SSD for $100.
No. Nah, son, nah. Well, this Corsair Spec 05 case was for $27 for a minute, which I was like, ooh. You could, or was the bundle? You could bundle with that with a second fan, because I guess there's one in it originally, for $41.99. Furthermore, you take advantage of the $15 rebate card on offer. You can effectively get the Speco 5 and the extra fan for $26.99. Also, there's the Cooler Master case and RAM.
Yeah, I put what I was talking about in the chat there. You want to check that out too?
Hold on, I'll open it. No, I didn't see that. How big is the drive?
500 gig, I guess.
I mean, if you follow like Slick Deals or like just even like the Google headlines, I get all these like stories on these little flash sales, I guess. But I share them to my Battlestation friends because basically you could build a whole, like there was a 1080 Ti and a case and everything for $900, which was the cost of a 1080 Ti. By the way, since we're talking about terabytes, Intel's high-end Cascade Lake CPUs to support 3.84 terabyte of memory per socket. I'll bet it's overclocked. It's not for a normal user. Got to have an air conditioner hooked up to it.
You're not going to get that same experience.
But while Intel has yet to detail its upcoming Cascade Lake processors for servers, some of the key characteristics are beginning to emerge, according to a new report from Serve the Home. Some of the new chips will support up to 3.84 terabyte of memory per socket, double the amount supported by contemporary Skylake-based Xeon platform M series. CPUs that support 1.5 terabyte of DDR4, according to combining 512 gigabyte Optane DIMMs and 128 gigabyte DDR4 DIMMs with a dual socket system that raises up to 7.68 terabyte per node. That's just fucking insane. I've seen articles where they're like, no one needs this many cores, which is can be true. This much fucking RAM is just retarded. It's like, at that point, why even have a hard drive? Just put your OS on your RAM.
So how many total could you have with that then?
On a dual socket system, that raises up to 7.6 terabyte per node.
Wow.
Nate, are you there? Are you there? Did you die?
Hey.
Do you sleep?
Yeah.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't got any thoughts on that?
No, I got thoughts on it.
What's your thoughts?
Silence. The whole hooking up old gear to new gear is kind of obsolete.
Okay. So what's that have to do with the excessive RAM?
Yeah, like if you could have terabytes of RAM, you think that's too much?
It is a little too much.
Too much is never enough. It's never enough until your heart stops beating.
Well, it's like we were saying before, they're really blurring the lines between, like storage and RAM,
Right. I mean, they got the DIMM.2 slots now on motherboards. It's all just fast shit going straight to that CPU. CPU.
What do you think? Do you think the SSDs will be phased out, where it's either just going to be mechanical, or you're going to get a RAM slot for your
I think. Well, see, the thing is, if you get enough PCIe Express lanes, you can just get a card that supports 4 M.2 drives, because they're coming up to 2 terabytes now.
Yeah.
So you can get 4 2 terabyte M.2s that are NVMe, and it'll be so fast they'll catch fire. By the way, since I like the idea of 1080, but AMD's 7-nanometer Vega 20 GPU estimated to feature 20 teraflops of compute.
Hey,
and
you hear that,
HPC
Floyd? 20 teraflops.
An HPC powerhouse in the making. 32 gig of high bandwidth memory 2 VRAM, up to 400 watt TDP. For the layman listening here, the TDP is the operating wattage of just this component, right?
Right.
So your graphics card alone is 400 watts. People are going to undervolt the shit out of this. I can tell already. But I mean, already they're up to like 200. That's why they recommend a 800 watt power supply minimum for Vega. So 32 gigabyte of RAM with 400 watt TDP. If you start it up, it'll just go.
Yeah.
And your room will just melt because it'll be too hot.
It's catch on fire, man.
Not a gaming GPU. Well, no shit.
And they're calling it Vega 20, so like they're going the other way with the number.
I don't fucking know. Well, the last ones were 10, right?
I thought there was 56 and the 64.
No. The Vega die is actually called Vega 20. That you're like Greenhouse Polaris 10 and Polaris I don't know, because the 14
like
nanometer
the code names.
It's some extra shit in there that I don't know. When I saw all these details, I emailed this to myself, and it creates an email, and in the email it gives me space to type something. I never usually do. I just send the link. This time I sent myself an emoji of a penis. So that way I included it when I put the link in my email, so I would see the rager that I had upon reading this article. I said, damn. And oh, by the way, August 13th, the new Threadripper launches.
And that's going to be the 2950X.
Take what they've got and flip the 1 to a 2. And so, yeah, 2900 and all that.
I think do that with the 1800X, though.
I'm probably just going to get a 8-core now. And then instead of building a whole new machine, just buy a fucking 32-core chip. And it'll be like a whole new...
You're not going to get Threadripper?
No, I am. But I'm going to get the bare... what they call the bottom barrel, the entry-level build for 8-core, the 1900X. Because that's the cheapest you can get in. I think I can build a setup with the 8-core Threadripper for about $1,200 and some bucks.
Well, currently. Wouldn't it be the 2900X, or are you gonna?
No, I'm not buying the new one. The chip alone is $1,500, Ian.
Well, I'm not talking about the 32-core one. Aren't they gonna have a new bottom of the barrel one? That's gonna be a new one too.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna get the first gen just because it's gonna have deeper discounts.
I suppose that would be true if you're trying to save money.
Well, I mean, because I can build the first gen Threadripper, and you update the BIOS, and you can put the newer gen chip in the same motherboard.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that too. Is that gonna be compatible? You know.
When they announced the 32-core Threadripper, they said it'll fit in a current Threadripper motherboard with a BIOS update.
Oh, okay.
But the 32-core will cost $1,500, and that's more than the entire budget I have for a computer right now. So, and like I said,
you don't got the paper?
No.
You don't got the paper for pretty much two 1080 Ti's.
What are you gonna do with my motherfucking money? No, like I said, I'm not gonna build anything until Christmas time. The 1180
I
is
want to know what
supposed.
y'all niggas doing with my fucking money. What is y'all niggas doing with my fucking money? Uncle
Yep.
Sam, I want to know what the fuck you doing with my motherfucking money.
That's right. The 1180 is supposedly supposed to drop this year, so hopefully, along with the bubble bursting of the cryptocurrency market, GPUs will go down, which I have articles on. So hopefully I'll be able to piece together something fairly cheap. If I put together a rig without a graphics card, I can afford it with my next plans.
Your Christmas money.
Yeah, my plan money. But I also don't know how much lower stuff will get by then because I won't buy it till January. Last time I didn't buy it till January, and shit was marked down because they were just about to launch Ryzen.
Right.
Shit wasn't even announced yet.
You seem to have money for other stuff, like before, like monitors and stuff, or do you have to kind of wait for Christmas for anything that's like above $1,000?
Yes. Above $1,000, above a couple $100. This monitor was less than $300.
Well, you got, how much was that amp you said you got?
That was Christmas money.
Yeah,
dog. I'm poor.
I'm poor. As he bends over to light a cigarette of money.
But also,
like I'm poor. I'm fitting in with you guys.
Right.
You can relate to me.
Thermal Right, which I'd never even heard of, they launched a new T4 cooler for Threadripper, which, to my knowledge, I know that Noxua was putting one out. I don't know who else made one.
Yeah, how many T4 or even Ryzen coolers are there still that exist where you don't have to get some kind of adapter for it,
Well, TR4 is Threadripper.
Yeah. But even the Ryzen ones, you have to adapt for that too still, I think, right?
I have no fucking idea. I stopped looking into it because I was like, yeah, Ryzen's cool, but that Threadripper dough. So
yeah.
I just showed, I thought it's cool that something new was coming up, and I thought it looked kind of cool. But
did you say Knoxville is finally going to a black, murdered out?
they've had black fans though, dog.
Well, I thought you did an article on it though. Like,
I've done multiple articles.
Finally doing black.
Black. That's racist. But yeah, GPU prices falling. I've got several articles where people are like, dude, just wait, the shit's low. Getting my hopes up. I see them and I just go, boner, 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 boner. About to drop even further. Because the demand has dwindled. They apparently are overstocked. There's a new series coming out. Wait, but not too long. And, then like...
I'm falling.
Is the crisis ending? Amazon selling a Gigabyte Radeon R580 for $210. It's the 4 gig version though, so who gives a shit about that? But still, still, I don't really care if it's the 4 gig version. I'm just happy to see something fucking under $500.
Well, so
yes.
But you're gonna put half of your budget is pretty much going to a 1080 though, right? 'Cause that's
I figure I could
$700 already, isn't it?
I figure I can live with a 580 for now and save up and get a 1080, or hopefully they'll drop because they're cheapest I've seen them now is 600. So either I'll get a retarded deal on Ryzen, or not Ryzen, Vega, or I'll eventually 1080s will be on sale. I don't fucking know. I'm not buying nothing for a good couple months, so I'm just watching.
What was your stance on getting a crypto card? Because you did articles on how they say it doesn't really, it's not that bad,
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to buy a new because then you got warranties and shit. Versus no original box. I lost it. Uh huh. Yeah. Fell off a truck. By the way, if you're in the market for a smart TV, $380, you get a 55-inch 4K Roku TV. That's half the price of an iPhone.
Yep.
Half. Which is half the price of the cheapest iPhone 8 model.
What was the most expensive, like, older TV that you remember getting, like, an old tube TV? Do you remember paying a lot for something?
That I paid for, or somebody I know paid for?
Well, I guess, I mean, you could say anybody bought anything.
I mean, my
but
dad
I'm saying
my dad has a Curtis Mathis that he had a guy come and repair at his house, and at the time that was a name brand.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this thing, by the way, 120 refresh rate, 120 hertz. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like, AAA and all that crap, probably. But this thing's got a Roku built in, and well, my TV that I'm on currently with my computer is a smart TV. A Roku is very user friendly and not a slouch for anything. So the fact that you can get it cheaper than a fucking phone, and it's 55 inches, is insane.
Yeah. Well, I paid like $1,000 for a 42-inch 1080p. Like what was it, like 6 years ago? So.
Way back when Circuit City was around, I got my 30 something. Was it 37 inch? And it was like $700 at the time. That's only 1080.
Yeah.
Anyway, dog, that's my last story.
It's like getting out of prison. I don't know what to do with my life now.
Want to go home and kiss my wife?
It's like you just left us just gaping open.
Hey, this is a happy note. Hey, you can go out there and get a big ass TV. A lot happier than, you're all gonna die and the internet's gonna be charged per second.
Well, that's true, but at least you'll be seeing it on a nice TV, right?
Nah, we're not gonna have any internet. We're gonna see the Doug internet.
Swole, soft.
Anything from Nate Dogg there?
Hey.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping.
Wake up!
You got anything to say?
I'm awake.
Yay!
Yeah. You have anything to say before we end the show here? Don't do drugs.
Stay in school.
Sure.
It's great to learn because knowledge is power.
Because knowing is half the battle, and what's the Captain Planet one?
The power is yours.
By your powers combined.
Saving the
Captain
planet is
Planet.
the thing to do.
Looting
Captain
and polluting is
Planet.
not the way.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Well,
Okay, well,
thanks everybody for listening, but we're gonna get the hell out of here.
yeah, thanks for watching our 100th episode.
Yeah.
This is our 100th episode, Nate. What is there, 52 weeks in a year, so we've pretty much been doing this for 2 years now.
Cool.
Really?
At least after we got fired. Pretty crazy, huh?
It is crazy.
And then Doug comes on. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Did I miss anything?
What
I'm
happened?
getting swole and soft. I'm soft. Doug's soft. Yeah, for our older listeners, I hope you've enjoyed the show so far. You know, I forget how early that one Wences guy or whatever.
How far he listens?
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just says he do.
I don't know. Is anybody in the chat, Frank? Supposed to be looking out for that.
I didn't know it was a thing either.
Is that what that box is?
No.
Shoot.
No, there's a separate like a YouTube chat thing. We forgot about the whole time.
Yeah. Fucking.
Floyd had to be like, "Hey, did you know I'm in the chat here?"
He's like, dude, I'm in the chat. What? I'm like, what? He's like, the live chat. Let me see. Nope. Nobody's on that shit, B.
Hello, no.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for watching all these episodes. You did. If you did, Frank will give you a peanut. 100 peanuts.
It's a space peanut.
Oops. Oh, that's like intro to this thing.
Boobs.
Shot us to 0.